Hello there and welcome to the Sleepy Science Channel. Tonight, we're dialing back the cosmic clock to when Earth was basically one big prehistoric party minus the WIFE and plus a few thousand tons of roaring reptiles. Picture endless forests, skies so clean they'd make your lungs cry with joy, and thunderous footsteps shaking the ground like nature's own drumbeat. This is the lost world of the dinosaurs, an age where massive had no limits. These creatures weren't just oversized lizards with bad tempers. They came in all shapes and vibes. Some were small enough to fit in your backpack, though not recommended, while others could casually step over your apartment building without noticing. Diversity goals, nailed it. Some soared gracefully through the trees, wings glinting in sunlight, while others stomped across plains like living tanks. The Earth was their kingdom, and they ruled for 160 million years, way longer than humans have managed to keep WIFE stable. Every continent, every climate, they owned it all, kings, queens, and absolute icons of evolution. And though they're gone, they're not really gone. Their echoes linger in stone fossils, amber-locked feathers, footprints turned to rock. Each discovery is like a time capsule whispering, "Hey, we were here first." You can almost feel their presence under your feet, in the air, even in the flutter of a passing bird. Because that's the twist. Birds are dinosaurs. Every pigeon, eagle, or chicken nugget you've ever met is carrying a little prehistoric pride. Evolution didn't wipe dinosaurs out completely, it just gave them feathers and flight upgrades. Turns out, extinction has great PR when you reinvent yourself as something adorable and winged. If you enjoy these cozy trips through time, give the video a like, maybe subscribe, or drop a comment about where you're watching from. It helps other curious night owls find their way here one sleepy soul at a time. And let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from and what time it is for you. It's always fascinating to see who's joining us from around the world. Now, dim the lights. Maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum. Now, grab your blanket, settle in, and let your imagination drift. We're going deep into the ancient Earth where thunder had teeth and beauty had claws. Ready? Let's begin. Dinosaurs, despite the name, were never really lizards. Dinosaur comes from the Greek dinos and sauros, meaning terrible lizard, but early scientists kind of jumped the gun there. They saw massive bones and thought, "Yup, just bigger iguanas." Turns out, they were wrong, adorably, gloriously wrong. Dinosaurs had an entirely unique body plan. Their legs were straight beneath their bodies, giving them a proud, upright stance built more like athletes than slouchers. Their hips, lungs, and growth patterns were unlike anything crawling around today. Not reptiles, not monsters, just evolution showing off its flair for drama and design. Dinosaurs were not just big lizards. They're actually closer relatives to birds, making them more avian than reptilian. The title terrible lizard is quite misleading, as it underplays the bizarre and colorful variety of these ancient creatures. For a staggering 60 million years, they strutted their stuff across the Earth, making a human lifespan look like a quick coffee break, while humans have been around for a mere few 100,000 years. Dinosaurs were the stars of the show for over 160 million years. This incomprehensible time span is like a warp-speed excursion through history. Picture entire continents bobbing around like hotel rafts, reshaping themselves while dinosaurs casually adapted to their new digs. Oceans switched moods like teenagers, rising and falling, while climates lurched from lush jungles to desert heat. Through all these dramatic changes, dinosaurs thrived, claiming every corner of the Earth from tropical havens to chilly polar zones, proving they were not mere experiments, but champions of survival. Most people envision massive dinosaurs strutting around like they own the place, but what about the tiny ones? Yes, some dinosaurs were smaller than your average chicken. Take the feisty little theropods like the microaptor. These pint-sized marvels were about 2 feet long, darting up trees and gliding gracefully, with feathers that sparkled like beetle wings. They were nature's dazzling little hunters, probably on the lookout for insects to munch on. Dinosaurs were an oddly charming mix of giants and dainty critters swarming the Earth. And have you ever realized just how massive the largest dinosaurs were? Imagine standing beneath a creature so enormous that it could throw a full-sized Boeing 747 into the shade. These colossal sauropods, such as Argentinosaurus and Patagotitan, weighed in at a mind-boggling 70 tons. These creatures were not just big, they were the heavyweight champions of the ancient world, a spectacle that would leave anyone slack-jawed. Despite their size, dinosaurs were incredibly diverse. They occupied every ecological niche you can think of, from towering plant munchers to dazzling feathered flyers zipping through trees. Each species played its part, contributing uniquely to the ancient ecosystem. When you picture dinosaurs, try to visualize this astounding variety instead of just a parade of gargantuan beasts. The real beauty of their legacy lies in the oddities and the forgotten small gems of the dinosaur kingdom. The story of these feathered wonders is proof that evolution has a sense of humor, producing everything from a legendary T-Rex to agile, colorful dinosaurs flitting around foliage. These massive creatures coexisted with the small and quirky, showcasing the rich tapestry of life that once flourished here on Earth. And they remind us that every time we think we know what dinosaurs were all about, there's always more beneath the surface, like a prehistoric surprise party. Ultimately, the dinosaur era is a fascinating tale of extraordinary adaptation and relentless exploration. From those fearsome giants to curious little creatures, they shaped a world teeming with life and diversity. Their incredible resilience across changing landscapes serves as an inspiring reminder that survival is often about more than just size sometimes. It's about being nimble, adaptable, and a little bit sparkly. So, next time someone mentions dinosaurs, remember to also celebrate the small yet mighty creatures that once roamed the earth alongside the towering titans. These magnificent creatures roamed the earth, not as cold machines, but as vibrant beings of flesh and bone. Their gigantic hearts pumped blood through necks as long as city buses, and their skeletal structures endured incredible weight. Imagine their specialized lungs, designed to utilize air sacs like birds, propelling their massive forms across ancient floodplains and lush forests. With each thunderous step, they shook the ground beneath them, embodying the very essence of life's boundless creativity. Not only were dinosaurs monumental in size, but they also had some speedy contenders that could give Olympic sprinters a run for their money. Take lightweight theropods like the ornithomimus, for instance. With their graceful, long legs and stiff tails for balance, these sleek runners could hit jaw-dropping speeds, possibly exceeding 40 miles per hour faster than any human athlete. Picture these swift dinosaurs dashing in herds across ancient plains, tails streaming behind like flags and dust clouds, swirling with each powerful kick. In a world where survival was a race, speed often trumps size for these nimble dinosaurs, akin to modern gazelles and antelopes. By relying on their ability to outrun massive predators, they perfected the art of dodging death day after day. The brilliance of their long strides and bird-like frames reminds us that sometimes, being quick and agile is the best plan, especially when there are hungry hunters lurking nearby, just a few paces behind. But guess what? Not all dinosaurs started out as colossal giants. Some dinosaurs came into the world from eggs smaller than a quail's. Yes, we're talking about fragile, marble-sized eggs laid by tiny theropods, nestled in soft earth and surrounded by vegetation. These delicate eggs held possibilities habitats for feathered youngsters just a few inches long. They faced peril from the moment they hatched, living in constant awareness of the predators prowling around. These tiny dinosaur eggs whisper tales of the past, memorializing a time when greatness emerged from humility. Fossils sometimes unveil entire nests preserved in rocky frames, with embryos curled inside like tightly wrapped secrets from eons ago. Each small egg offers a time capsule, a gentle reminder that the humongous beasts that ruled the earth once began as fragile little beings, just hoping to survive in a world filled with danger. As the tiniest represents the mightiest, these miniature treasures share the early struggles of their species. Imagine a clutch of speckled eggs, nestled snugly, waiting for the right moment to burst forth into a world of both wonder and peril. In their survival, they carried the weight of a future marked by dinosaurs that would shake the earth, but they themselves began in the most vulnerable of states. Through this intriguing lens, we can see that even apex creatures are woven into the same fabric of life. Every dinosaur, regardless of size, possessed a past marked by fragility. Their stories echo through time, reminding us of the delicate balance between strength and vulnerability that all living beings navigate in the incredible journey of existence. Imagine standing on ancient sands and stumbling upon gigantic dinosaur eggs, nestled snugly in their nests like colossal, prehistoric basketballs. We're talking about sauropods here, whose eggs could measure over a foot long, truly a sight that would take your breath away. Each egg was a promise of something immense, destined to grow into a dinosaur that could measure more than 100 feet long. It's hard to believe that these hefty eggs were just the beginning for these enormous creatures. But there's more to these sauropod eggs than just size. Scientists reckon these gentle giants laid multiple eggs in one go, boosting the chances that a few hatchlings would survive. Picture a bustling nursery where hundreds of eggs are huddled together, providing each other with that all-important camaraderie. Every year, whole communities of these dinosaurs return to the same safe spots, ensuring that their little ones could have a fighting chance in an ancient world filled with lurking dangers. Now, let's talk about a popular misconception. Dinosaurs were not just scaly beasts lurking in the bushes. Many flaunted feathers. For years, we envisioned these creatures as tough, leathery reptiles. But fossil discoveries, especially in China, turned the picture upside down. It turns out that many small theropods looked more like modern birds than reptiles. Their feathers varied from simple downy tufts to flamboyant plumes, adding a touch of elegance to these prehistoric hunters. Can you imagine a velociraptor, not as a fearsome, green-scaled predator, but as a sleek, feathered bird, zipping through ancient undergrowth? Fossils provide us with amazing details, capturing feather impressions that make these creatures' graceful silhouettes come alive. Some boasted eye-catching crests made of quills, making them look like walking, breathing works of art. It's a feathered party in the dinosaur kingdom, showcasing their vibrant lives and stunning beauty. Color doesn't just belong to modern birds. Some feathered dinosaurs glimmered with astonishing shades. Beyond warmth or flight, feathers acted as a canvas for vibrant colors. Tiny structures called melanosomes found in fossilized feathers reveal clues about the hues these ancient creatures might have worn. Some sported a matte black, while others shone deep red or even showcased iridescent qualities, sparkling like a hummingbird taking flight. As we shift our perspective, we begin to realize the full spectrum of what dinosaurs were. Rather than languishing in the background as silent giants, they danced across the prehistoric landscapes, their feathers reflecting the sun and drawing the eyes of potential mates. Imagine the vivid colors and vibrant displays as they strutted their stuff amidst the greenery of their era. The startling revelations of their appearance not only reshape our understanding of these majestic animals, but add a lively flair to a world that once felt strictly prehistoric and mute. This vivid picture of dinosaurs covered in feathers instead of scales shatters long-held conventions. We're left with dynamic creatures full of life and color, echoing the evolution that transformed them into the birds we know today. With each fascinating discovery, our imagination soar higher, rekindling the joy of learning about these majestic beings that roamed our planet eons ago. Let's face it, they weren't just part of a distant past. They were dazzling in their glory. Perched on a branch, a tiny dinosaur flaunted its feathers in a dazzling display of greens, violets, and golds, as if nature had painted a feathered masterpiece. These vibrant colors served a critical purpose, much like today's peacocks. They attracted mates and established dominance. The prehistoric world was not the muted tapestry of grays we might envision. Instead, it buzzed with life and color. A vivid pageant of dynamics just waiting to unfold. Imagine strolling through those lush ancient landscapes, where feathered dinosaurs took center stage. A flash of color would sweep across the trees, the atmosphere dripping with vibrancy and spectacle that even your favorite theme park couldn't rival. It was a time when every rustling leaf hinted at a story, evoking echoes of today's birds strutting around and belting out tunes, a delightful nod to those flamboyant, feathered ancestors that roamed our planet eons ago. Now, let's dive into the awe-inspiring realm of the Tyrannosaurus rex. With a bite force strong enough to make a grown man weep, this mighty beast crushed bones like they were mere crackers. It's said that T-Rex could unleash a jaw-dropping 12,000 pounds of biting power, enough to leave its prey utterly splintered in seconds. These were no dainty teeth. They were thick, serrated weapons, expertly shaped for gripping and tearing. When this carnivore bit down, it solidified its reputation as the ultimate predator. But T-Rex wasn't simply a brawny brute. Evidence suggests that underneath all that muscle lay a cunning hunter, employing strategy as it stalked its prey, ambushing with surprising bursts of speed. It was like a back-alley boxer, always ready to throw a punch, and don't count on it to pass up a free meal. Scavenging was definitely on the menu when the opportunity arose, so whether charging into battle or picking up leftovers, T. Rex reigned supremely over the land. Then there's the Stegosaurus, a quirky but captivating creature, with its towering bony plates standing tall like miniature sails and a fearsome spiked tail. You'd think this dino was packing some serious brain power to match its impressive physique. But alas, there was a twist. The Stegosaurus had a brain smaller than a walnut, a true testament to nature's sense of irony. Paleontologists were left scratching their heads over the Stegosaurus, questioning how such a massive creature could operate with such a pea-sized nugget for a brain. Some wild theories even tossed around the idea of a second brain lurking near its hips to help manage its lumbering body. Can you imagine that? As if the Stegosaurus was some ancient traffic cop, directing its own hefty movements. Modern science, however, has debunked those myths, affirming that our spiky friend was solely powered by its walnut-sized brain. Yet, it doesn't diminish the fascination this ancient creature evokes. The juxtaposition of its impressive armament and its tiny brain makes it a perfect candidate for the "Don't Judge a Dino by its size" bumper sticker. The Stegosaurus remains a head-turner in the great prehistoric parade, exemplifying that even creatures of legend can come with a little comedic twist. Picture the Stegosaurus with its tiny brain that probably had a very simplistic way of thinking. It suggests a laid-back lifestyle focused on leisurely munching on plants rather than devising complex plans for survival. But hey, who needs a big brain when you have a thick, spiky armor? This prehistoric wonder thrived in its lush ecosystem, proving that sometimes brawn and adaptability are more essential than intellect when it comes to surviving in the wild. And speaking of giants, let's delve into the colossal world of sauropods. Imagine creatures stretching over 3 school buses. The sheer scale is mind-boggling. Diplodocus and Patagotitan were so massive they could easily be mistaken for a moving, living wall when seen up close. Their impressive stature had necks that reached over 30 feet, perfect for snatching leaves from the highest treetops without breaking a sweat. It's like they were built for a breakfast buffet in the sky. Then comes the mystery of their immense size. How did they manage to support those mountainous bodies? Scientists have puzzled over this for ages. The answer lies in their lightweight bones, which were filled with air sacs, similar to today's birds. This clever evolutionary trick made them easier to haul around without compromising strength. Imagine being so massive yet able to float like a balloon while still being an apex herbivore. But the surprises don't stop there. Some dinosaurs also boasted a dental arsenal that would make any toothbrush jealous. Forget the standard 2 or 3 rows of teeth. Certain species had an astounding count of up to 1,000. These hadrosaurs, the charming duck-billed dinosaurs, came equipped with a sophisticated system designed for efficient chewing. They essentially had their own food processors right in their jaws, ready to tackle tough vegetation with ease. Their teeth formed complex structures, with new ones lined up and waiting to fill in the gaps. It's like they had a dental assembly line working overtime. This adaptation allowed them to grind through the toughest plant material, showcasing a feeding efficiency that many modern mammals could only dream of. They practically turned the act of eating into a fine dining experience in the prehistoric world. Considering this dental wonder, it's amusing to think of dinosaurs multitasking between munching leaves, chewing, and looking fabulous. They were the true rock stars of the Jurassic period with their shiny, toothy grins. Eating was not just a necessity but seemed to have a flair, almost like they were flaunting their oral prowess while shearing and shredding through fibrous greens. When reflecting on the prehistoric lifestyles of these impressive creatures, you appreciate how evolution shapes survival differently for different species. Intelligence isn't the universal key. You've got to have good defense mechanisms, smart adaptations, and, let's face it, formidable teeth. It's fascinating to think how millions of years later, we're still captivated by their stories told through fossils that feel like portals to another world. Talk about a Jurassic adventure. The jaw-dropping dental strategy of dinosaurs truly deserves a round of applause. Unlike modern dentists, these prehistoric giants had an endless supply of fresh teeth, which were constantly replaced. Talk about a dental plan that puts ours to shame. Their impressive chomping power allowed them to roam across continents without missing a beat, in the great game of evolution. It turns out that teeth could rival even the fiercest of claws as vital tools for survival. Enter the magnificent Triceratops, that recognizable beast with a frill worthy of a fashion runway and 3 eye-popping horns. These bad boys were not for just show. It's like nature designed them to resemble polished spears. These horns, stretching over 3 feet in length, were serious tools for survival. Fossil evidence reveals wear and tear, scratches, and healed injuries, suggesting they were used in fierce combat against predators like the mighty T-Rex, or in equally fierce duels with their fellow Triceratops. Picture it, herds of Triceratops clashing their magnificent horns in a show of dominance, or a protective mother using her heavy-duty hardware to shield her calf from potential dangers. Those curvaceous horns, combined with their wide frills, were likely used for more than just brawling. They served as a visual chat system, communicating information about age, health, or even the readiness to mate. Who knew these lumbering giants had a whole social network going on? Now, let's give a hearty salute to the armored bruisers, the ankylosaurs. These prehistoric tanks were decked out in bony plates fused into their skin, crafting an impenetrable shield that made even a T-Rex think twice before trying to take a bite. With armor so thick it could withstand fierce attacks, these critters were practically walking fortresses. And let's not forget those extra spikes and ridges. Talk about an impressive bouncer vibe. Surviving encounters that would send most creatures running for the hills, fossilized ankylosaurs often bear testament to past scuffles, showcasing healed bite marks from those close calls with predators. It's like they wore their battle scars with pride, bragging rights in the dinosaur kingdom. With their super sturdy armor, it's no wonder these dinosaurs thrived in a world filled with eager hunters. But wait, there's more. Many ankylosaurs also came equipped with heavy tail clubs that were nothing short of bone-shattering weapons. Swinging those mighty clubs with impressive momentum could turn the tables during an attack. Just one solid whack and any hungry predator could be left yowling like a wounded puppy. Now that's what I call a defensive strategy on steroids. So, as the slow-moving fortresses of the late Cretaceous trod through ancient landscapes, they were truly marvels of evolutionary engineering. With their remarkable adaptations, ankylosaurs and triceratops carved out their territories, showcasing a blend of elegance and brute force. In the grand tale of survival, these magnificent creatures demonstrate that in the dinosaur world, having the right tools, be it dazzling dental work or heavy-duty armor, was key to thriving during an age when danger lurked around every corner. In the fierce evolutionary showdown between predator and prey, ankylosaurs serve as a spectacular reminder that defense tactics can be just as impressive as offensive maneuvers. These ancient reptiles packed quite the punch, quite literally, with their tails tipped with extraordinary club-like structures, comprised of fused vertebrae and heavy bone. These tail clubs resembled living wrecking balls. Visualize a hungry predator stalking its dinner, only to be met with a bone-crushing blow that leaves it dazed and possibly limping home for dinner instead. Evidence tells us that these formidable tail clubs didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They evolved in the latter part of ankylosaurs' history. This timing suggests that as the competition for survival heated up, so did the stakes. Those slow-moving, heavily armored herbivores didn't just sit back and take hits. Instead, they turned into well-armed creatures, capable of defending themselves against even the most fearsome of foes who thought they could score a meal without any risk. In the dramatic tapestry of prehistoric life, the tail club wasn't merely a tool for self-defense. It became a symbol of resilience. The ankylosaur could swing its tail with the ferocity of a wrecking ball, delivering incredibly heavy strikes to the legs or jaws of an attacker. All that dense bone meant a solid chance of breaking a few bones in the process. If you've ever seen a wrecking ball take down a building, you get an idea of what one of these club-swinging herbivores could do. Meanwhile, while ankylosaurs were busy swinging their clubs, other dinosaurs opted for a different kind of defense mechanism. Take the Stegosaurus, for example. With its iconic plated back and spiky-tailed weaponry, it had an arsenal that was as dazzling as it was deadly. This dinosaur's tail sported 4 sharp spikes, capable of turning a casual encounter with a predator into a disastrous impalement. Paleontologists even have fun calling it a thagomizer, after a playful cartoon reference that brought some levity to the grand narrative of dinosaur weaponry. Those spikes were no joke. Evidence indicates they sustained damage from actual tussles, proving that the Stegosaurus didn't just rely on looks to stay safe. Imagine this beast, swinging its muscular tail in wide arcs, sending spikes whirling through the air like lethal projectiles. Any predator with a death wish would risk turning dinner into dinnertime disaster, becoming just another chapter in the epic tale of survival in the Dino Kingdom. But let's not confuse size with smarts. The Stegosaurus, while impressively armed and heavily plated, had a brain about the size of a walnut. Despite this, it stands as a vivid example of the incredible adaptations dinosaurs developed in their quest for survival, whether it was brawn in the form of heavy armor or the swift lethality of those sharp tail spikes. Nature crafted an astonishing arsenal for both defenders and attackers in ancient ecosystems. As the curtain falls on this grand drama of sort of imminent extinction, we see a unique treasure trove of evolutionary innovations, from the Ankylosaur's tail clubs that transformed a gentle grazier into a battle-ready beast to the Stegosaurus's spiky tail ready to thwart any foe. These dinosaurs remind us that survival takes on many clever forms. The creativity of nature in building defenses is a testament to the relentless push to not just remain alive, but to thrive amidst an ever-evolving world filled with hungry jaws and razor-sharp teeth. Unlike us mere mortals, who only go through 2 dental transformations, dinosaurs had it made. These magnificent creatures could replace their teeth constantly, which was quite the evolutionary perk for those fearsome predators, like the notorious Tyrannosaurus rex. This meant they faced perpetual wear and tear from chomping down on bones. Just picture their jaws brimming with new teeth ready to spring into action, almost like having a backup dentist on speed dial. Some dino species had fresh teeth sprouting every few weeks, ensuring they were always chomping, crunching, and munching away. Herbivores had their own oral advantages, as grinding through foliage could lead to a rapid dental decline. Fossilized jaws reveal a mesmerizing sight. Rows of teeth in various growth phases, like a prehistoric conveyor belt of dental supply. This clever adaptation allowed dinosaurs to tear through their demanding diets without much trouble. It's a bit like having an endless supply of cutting tools, crucial for survival, and a feature that still exists in modern reptiles, like our toothy friends, the crocodiles. Teeth were clearly the Swiss Army knives of the dinosaur world. Now, let's talk about the infamous Velociraptor. Forget the hulking, monstrous beasts Hollywood likes to showcase. These guys were more on the turkey side of the size spectrum, weighing in at roughly 15 to 20 pounds, fluffy, feathered, and bird-like. They were way smaller than the fearsome creatures we often envision, but don't be fooled by their size. These pint-sized predators were agile and sharp, equipped with razor-sharp claws that could slice through their targets with finesse. Who could forget the chilling scene captured in Time, where a Velociraptor was caught mid-battle with a Protoceratops, its fossilized drama frozen in place for eternity? Though they weren't the largest predators on the block, Velociraptors were intelligent, cunning hunters, relying on strategy and agility instead of sheer brawn. In their ecosystems, they were fierce competitors, catching small prey and scavenging whenever the chance arose. Their legacy teaches us an important lesson. Sometimes, it's the little guys that pack the most punch. Raptors were likely social creatures, hinting at a sophisticated hunting style. Imagine these feathered warriors teaming up like a gang of stealthy ninjas striking in unison. Fossil finds suggest that groups of raptor-like dinosaurs met their demise together, possibly after a coordinated hunt. Individually, they were sharp and swift, but as a skilled pack, they could overpower prey many times their size, definitely a recipe for some nail-biting action. It's like watching a well-oiled machine in the wild. Picture this exhilarating scene. A pack of swift velociraptors swarming across an open field, expertly driving their prey forward while others flank from the sides. The image is haunting yet spectacular, presenting a strategy reminiscent of modern-day wolves or lions. This thrilling concept conjures a sense of intensity, as it could have very well played out countless times in the late Cretaceous. What a suspenseful picture it paints of a world maintained by speed, precision, and team effort. Indeed, size can be deceptive. While we often think of the biggest animals being the scariest, the tale of the Velociraptor showcases the might of agility and clever adaptation. These small but fierce hunters were a testament to the power of teamwork and strategy in the animal kingdom. Not everything threatening has to tower over you sometimes. It's right at your feet, quick and ready to strike. Those tiny, feathered powerhouses remind us that in nature, it's the brain and the skills that often carry the day. Imagine a world where clever velociraptors prowl the plains, possibly strategizing in packs like cunning little hunters. There's debate about whether they cooperated like contemporary predators, But their relatives, the Dinosaurs, provided some juicy evidence of their teamwork. If they did hunt together, these dinosaurs were not just formidable in appearance but also strategists of sorts, proving that brains and brawn were a winning combo even in the Cretaceous. But wait, there's more. Paleontologists got a real surprise when they examined the skeletal remains of some dinosaurs. Instead of the heavy, solid bones you'd expect, they found long neck bones like those of the sauropods and the lightweight frames of theropods. Those bones were hollow, yep, just like a bird's, with thin walls and air spaces. These creations were nature's very own architectural wonders. They were tough enough to support massive creatures, yet light enough to keep them nimble and fast. It sounds like the ultimate cheat code, doesn't it? This brilliant adaptive strategy didn't just make it easier for dinosaurs to stomp around. It tied into complex respiratory systems that ensured a free flow of air. Fast forward to today, and we see this same ingenious design in birds. Those hollow bones continue to help them stay as light as a feather during flight, a direct line to their dino ancestors. Speaking of connections, here's a fun fact. Every bird you see today, whether it's a sassy sparrow or a majestic eagle, is technically a living dinosaur. Seriously, that means when you spot one on your morning coffee run or hear them chirping outside your window, you're witnessing a lineage of badass theropod dinosaurs. So those feathers, hollow bones, and brooding behaviors, yep, they trace right back to the age of dinosaurs. It's wild to think that dinosaurs didn't completely disappear 65 million years ago. They didn't just get wiped off the face of the earth. They evolved. They transformed from majestic giants into the birds fluttering around us today. Knowing this little tidbit makes our modern world feel all the more exciting, alive with tiny whispers of a prehistoric past that refuses to fade away. Next time you see a chicken scratching the dirt, think about how you're eyeing a tiny dinosaur in the flesh. This mind-blowing revelation about avian dinosaurs totally adjusts our understanding of extinction. Instead of imagining a world where dinosaurs just vanished, we can envision one where they adapted, took to the skies, and flourished in new forms. Talk about an upgrade. And here's where it gets even cooler. The first known bird-like dinosaur, the Archaeopteryx, made its grand entrance into this story. This pioneering creature embodied the bridge between the giants of yore and our feathered friends of today. It was a fusion of reptilian and avian features and a true testament to the evolutionary magic that was happening millions of years ago. So, the next time you gaze up at a flock of birds soaring overhead, remember you're witnessing a piece of living history. Each flap of their wings is a shout-out to a time when dinosaurs ruled the earth, and their legacy continues to thrive in the flighty forms that enrich our skies. Isn't it incredible how the echoes of the past still flutter around us today? In the 19th century, a remarkable fossil was discovered in Germany, shining like a prehistoric star. Meet Archaeopteryx. This extraordinary creature was a professional juggler of evolutionary traits, sporting teeth and claws reminiscent of dinosaurs while flaunting feathers and wings that seemed to scream, "Look at me, I can fly." Although it couldn't soar through the skies like a modern bird, it likely glided and flapped its way through treetops, offering us a cheeky peek into how flight might have sprouted wings over millions of years. What made Archaeopteryx a true marvel was its feathers, swathed in exquisite patterns that boasted both artistry and practicality. For decades, this feathered gem has been the poster child for evolution, acting like a bridge straddling two realms: the age of dinosaurs and the majestic world of birds. Every glance at this fossil feels like time traveling into evolution's workshop, observing the slow but sure transformations that create new life forms. Just like a master chef cooking up a new dish with wild ingredients. Now, let's spice things up a bit. Dinosaurs weren't just hefty, sluggish creatures waiting to sunbathe like modern-day iguanas. Oh no, it turns out they were more like warm-blooded party animals. Research reveals many dinosaurs thrived with warmer body temperatures, reminiscent of the high-energy metabolism found in birds and mammals. Think of it, herds of active, flocking dinosaurs migrating across expanding landscapes, generating warmth that helped them hustle through changing climates. Goodbye lazy lizards. Hello dynamic dino families. The idea of dinosaurs as sluggish giants crumbles. Welcome to the age of the dynamic dinosaur. They weren't just lumbering over the land. They were energetic beings, capable of long-distance walking and fervent hunting. Just imagine a dino parent gently guiding its little ones along a migration route, all while maintaining their warm and toasty temperatures. It's a sweet image, isn't it? These beasts were living life to the fullest, not just lolling around with a belly in the sun. And speaking of breathing, be prepared for a breath of fresh air. Some dinosaurs were equipped with sophisticated air sacs to keep their huge bodies oxygenated. Can you picture the challenge of getting enough oxygen into the massive lungs of a lengthy sauropod? It was no easy task. Luckily, these gentle giants had evolved an ingenious system of air sacs connected to their lungs, which allowed a one-way flow of air. This remarkable adaptation made their respiratory systems operate as smoothly as a fine-tuned sports car. These marvelous air sacs transformed deep breathing into a game-changer for the dinosaur world. Imagine the energy it provided, fueling the colossal size of the sauropods while also giving the smaller theropods the pep they needed for a high-energy lifestyle. Efficient breathing not only meant survival but also the ability to thrive in a prehistoric world bustling with life and competition. Who knew that breathing could hold the key to such a vivid and vibrant ecosystem? In a delightful twist, this understanding of dinosaurs being warm-blooded and having sophisticated respiration turns our view of their world upside down. Far from being static and sedentary, these vivid creatures darted through their habitats with flair and fervor. It's as though each fossilized bone whispers tales of adventure, energy, warmth, and life, carving a new narrative of a time filled with activity as they roamed free. This dino revelation brings their ancient lives into bright focus, reminding us that once upon a time, the world was ruled by energetic giants. Fossilized bones are like puzzle pieces whispering secrets from the past, and in the case of the sauropod, they reveal a respiratory wonder. Imagine the sauropod taking a deep breath, its colossal lungs filled with air through an intricate network of airways. This marvel of evolution allowed it to thrive in varied oxygen levels that our world doesn't quite match today. It's a testament to nature's creativity, where the anatomy itself tells a tale of survival and adaptation. Now, let's shift gears to the giant Diplodocus. This beast boasted a tail that wasn't just long and cumbersome but a flexible whip-like structure capable of astounding speeds. According to some enthusiastic scientists, this dinosaur could whip its tail so hard that it might just break the sound barrier, creating a mini sonic boom. Can you imagine the prehistoric landscape suddenly echoing with the sounds of a Diplodocus cracking its tail? It's both humorous and inspiring to picture these giants showing off their tail prowess. Debate still swirls around the reasons behind this potential tail-whipping spectacle. Was it a defense mechanism to frighten off pesky predators, a means of communication among its herd, or maybe even a courtship display? The thought of a herd of Diplodocus engaging in this thunderous tail snap contest paints a vivid picture in our minds. It's a creative insight into how nature equips these colossal creatures not just for survival, but for social interactions, or perhaps they were just showing off for their dinosaur buddies. Even more astonishing is the Spinosaurus, a dino that broke the mold of land hunters. With its shark-like snout and sail-like back, it's a dinosaur that looks like it stepped out of a fever dream. But hold on to your hats. It's believed that this fascinating creature was semi-aquatic. Fossils suggest it didn't just prowl land but also lurked in rivers and lakes, waiting for fish and unsuspecting critters to swim too close. Its dense bones kept it submerged, turning it into a terrifying predator of the waters. Picture it gliding like a prehistoric crocodile through the murky depths, stealthy as ever, ready to pounce. This aquatic flair adds an unexpected twist to our understanding of dinosaurs, illustrating just how versatile they could be. Forget the traditional image of lumbering land giant. Spinosaurus represents an incredible departure, a creature adapting to two worlds and thriving in both. Diversity in the dinosaur world is mind-boggling. Who knew some of these ancient beasts could swim? While we often think of dinosaurs as land-dwelling monsters, the Spinosaurus reminds us there were those willing to get their toes wet. It's a captivating idea, offering a glimpse into a world where dinosaurs explored every nook and cranny of their environment, including the vast waters, showing their remarkable adaptability. In short, the Spinosaurus is a masterclass in evolutionary creativity. It tells us dinosaurs were more than just lumbering giants. They were pioneers of multiple habitats. This adaptability means they didn't just stomp around in the muck of the plains. They commandeered both riverbanks and aquatic realms, symbolizing an adventurous spirit that we often forget. Just goes to show, even in the dinosaur kingdom, there was room for a bit of variety, flair, and yes, some serious swimming skills. Dinosaurs were once thought to be landlubbers, but fossils and trackways tell a different tale. In ancient riverbeds, evidence emerged their footprints reveal a surprising aquatic side. Imagine dinosaurs paddling along, claws scratching the riverbed as they pushed off into the depths, probably feeling pretty smug. Even the colossal T-Rex, with its lumbering frame, was likely taking leisurely swims, buoyed by water and its own hefty legs. Talk about a versatile swimmer. Now picture smaller dinos darting through serene lakes, perhaps competing in a freestyle race for fish or evading would-be dinner guests. Swimming wasn't just a whimsical pastime but a vital survival strategy in a world crisscrossed by rivers and ever-changing floodplains. It was do or swim. Dinosaurs were not just awkward giants lumbering on land. They had the chops, or flippers, to navigate a diverse range of habitats, making every splash count. But wait, there's more. Some intrepid little feathered dinosaurs didn't just thrive in the water. They took to the trees too. Imagine the excitement as they glided gracefully from branch to branch like feathered acrobats. Fossils of creatures like Itchy show elongated fingers that supported membranous wings. Think of them as nature's own flying squirrels, hanging out in the Jurassic treetops, proving that the quest for flight was an adventure shared by many. And these small feathered adventurers weren't just flapping around aimlessly. They were masters of the air currents, using their arms and legs like parachutes to drift elegantly through the forest canopy. Can you visualize this aerial ballet, a prehistoric paradise filled with vibrant colors, as feathers glimmered in the dappled sunlight, creating a spectacle that would put even the best bird shows today to shame? In this lush environment, are you picturing tiny gliders zipping past one another? It's a spectacular visual of evolution at play. As these dinosaurs experimented with rudimentary flight, their pioneering efforts laid the groundwork for future-powered flight, which would soon come to fruition in the feathered friends we know today. Prehistoric skies, not empty, but a buzzing sea of creativity and evolution. Now, let's bring in the giant shadowy figures of the skies. Enter the pterosaurs. No, they're not dinosaurs, but they did share the sandbox with them, often mistaken for their land-based pals. Pterosaurs belonged to a different branch of reptiles. Armed with wings that gave them the freedom to soar, they were the first vertebrates to master powered flight, beating birds and bats to the punch by a long shot. Imagine these pterosaurs swooping majestically over bustling dinosaur neighborhoods, chasing after fish or just playing in the wind. They might have looked like the show-offs of the Mesozoic era, flaunting their skills like a child on the playground. Their wild antics and aerial maneuvers would undoubtedly have caught the eye of every strolling dinosaur below. So there you have it, a world of ancient reptiles that was far more diverse and dynamic than we once thought. Between the swimming, gliding, and flying talents of dinosaurs and pterosaurs, it's clear that prehistoric life was a thrilling carnival of evolutionary experimentation. Who knew that millions of years ago, these creatures were not only kings of the land but also champions of the water and air? The only missing element was a dinosaur-sized life jacket. With varying wingspans, ranging from a tiny sparrow to an impressive 30 feet, pterosaurs reigned supreme in the skies over prehistoric landscapes. Some of these magnificent creatures scooped fish from the ocean's depths, exhibiting precision and grace, while others glided elegantly like albatrosses above the vast seas. Ground-stalking pterosaurs, wielding long, beaked jaws, proved they could hunt on land too. In this grand prehistoric performance, pterosaurs and dinosaurs shared the stage for an astounding 150 million years. Even though pterosaurs weren't classified as dinosaurs, they were indispensable in the ecosystem. Imagine a world brimming with vibrant life where dinosaurs strutted across the land while their winged counterparts soared overhead. Together, they painted a dynamic picture of motion, drama, and sheer diversity. The skies durante the Mesozoic era were anything but barren. They buzzed with the sounds of flapping wings and the calls of fascinating creatures engaging in their daily adventures. Now, when we conjure up an image of a dinosaur nest, it's tempting to envision just a couple of colossal eggs cradled in the sand. But let me tell you, some dinosaurs laid clutches of eggs so massive they could convert nesting sites into bustling hatchling factories. For example, Scientists believe that sauropods had a strategy of laying copious amounts of eggs to ensure that at least a few young ones would survive the perils of their world. Fossilized nesting sites tell tales of communal egg laying that could rival bustling tourist spots at peak season. Those communal nesting grounds must have been electric with life. Picture many females delicately laying their eggs, while nearby, hatchlings are busy breaking out of their shells. And let's not forget the lurking predators, circling like sharks, waiting for a young snack to wander too far. This egg-laying strategy wasn't just whimsical. It was a vital survival tactic means for dinosaurs, where volume became their key to ensuring the continuation of their species. Interestingly, not all baby dinosaurs took off into the great unknown right after hatching. Oh no, some of these wee ones decided to stick around. Fossils suggest that certain species, like hadrosaurs, kept their hatchlings cozy in their nests for weeks, maybe even months. These delicate young dinosaurs stayed under the watchful eye of one or both parents, relying heavily on them for care and security. Can you imagine a nest teeming with tiny, fluffy hatchlings chirping like they're auditioning for a band while mum or dad stand sentinel nearby? It's chaos and cuteness all bundled up in one. Those devoted parents must have really been the ultimate babysitters, bringing back snacks, providing shade from the blazing sun, and fiercely defending their little ones against hungry predators. This adorable yet perilous phase highlights the delicate balance of survival in the prehistoric world. It wasn't just about laying a bunch of eggs and wishing for the best. Instead, nurturing and sheltering those hatchlings played an essential role in ensuring the future of their species in a realm where danger lurked around every corner. So, while dinosaurs strutted on land, their tender parental instincts shone brightly, revealing the softer side of life in a world of giants. It's mind-blowing to think that dinosaurs were more than just big, lumbering reptiles. They were nurturing beings that resembled modern birds in some of their behaviors. Picture colossal creatures waddling about, gently guiding their hatchlings, a tad bit clumsy but oh so loving. These prehistoric titans, far from being cold-blooded brutes, likely shared a caring camaraderie, forming families, and maybe even a dinosaur equivalent of a social network. Who knew T-Rex could be a doting parent? Check this out. Fossilized tracks have painted a vibrant picture of dinosaur life. And let's be honest, footprints can sometimes tell stories better than mere bones. Imagine stumbling upon a highway of these ancient giants, each footprint telling a tale of dozens, yes, sometimes hundreds marching side by side, all heading in the same direction, like a prehistoric parade. It turns out that, similar to modern elephants, certain dinosaurs like to celebrate their survival with a good old-fashioned herd. Now, these tracks didn't just illustrate a dinosaur version of Follow the Leader, they also showcased the rhythm and patterns of movement. Some were slow and leisurely, while others hustled like they were late for an important meeting. Hold the phone. Predators even strutted alongside the herbivores. It's like we found their Instagram stories capturing moments of life and death etched in stone. Those tracks hint at a dynamic social structure that our fossilized friends were up to, bustling through life as vibrant community members. Migration. Oh, dinosaurs had that down to a science. Fossil evidence shows some species might have been the original road warriors, traveling hundreds of miles just to find food or better weather. Imagine herds of hadrosaurs sauntering alongside vibrant landscapes, taking a leisurely stroll through varying terrains. Their footprints are like a historical roadmap that hints at epic journeys across ancient floodplains, playgrounds of survival where the drama of nature unfolded. Ever think of soaring pterosaurus overhead while your favorite cartoon showcases these incredible migrations? Just picture those ancient skies teeming with life. Dinosaurs were the ultimate globetrotters, always on a quest for greener pastures. Seasonal migrations weren't just survival tactics. They showcased the instinctive drive to chase bountiful lands reminiscent of modern-day caribou making their own epic treks. You won't believe this. Dinosaurs weren't picky about where they set up shop, be it Antarctica or Africa. They were everywhere. Just try to wrap your head around that. Fossils have been unearthed from the icy realms of Antarctica to the arid deserts of Africa. It's like they were on an endless world tour. During the Mesozoic era, continents weren't in their current cozy positions. They played connect the dots to create a massive land boom, making it a cinch for our ancient friends to mingle across regions. So, the next time you think of dinosaurs, don't just envision them as lonesome giants roaming the plains. Nope, they were social butterflies of their time, living and thriving in comprehensive communities that formed dynamic herds. Each footstep tells a story, each migration whispers secrets of survival. It turns out, they were as much a part of a community as we are today, just with a touch more scale. As the tectonic plates of Earth creaked and groaned their way apart, dinosaurs turned into the ultimate globetrotters. From the scorching deserts to lush forests and even the coastal wetlands, these magnificent beasts adapted like pros. Fossils unearthed in Antarctic soil give us a stunning peek into that world. Picture this: a land draped in greenery, flowing rivers, and dinosaurs frolicking around hard to fathom amidst today's icy terrain. Antarctica today may scream frozen wasteland, but once upon a time, it was like a prehistoric paradise filled with rushing streams and luxurious forests. Who knew dino fossils hid beneath layers of ice and snow? Fossilized wood and leaves reveal a climate primed for wild growth. Imagine sauropods stretching their long necks, theropods lurking quietly, and ornithopods scuttling around the underbrush, all embodying a lively dino vibe in a place that feels positively alien now. In this ancient, temperate Disneyland, summer days stretched luxuriously, soaking in sunlight while winter brought a chill that lasted for months. Antarctic dinosaurs were no ordinary lizards. They had to adapt to wild seasonal changes. Maybe they donned feathered coats like fashionistas or stashed away energy reserves for those remarkably long winters. These realities make us ponder how drastically Earth's climate has shifted over the eons. Visualizing that scene chock full of ancient conifers swaying gently in the breeze evokes a sense of wonder. Picture herds of dinosaurs weaving in and out of lush foliage while the tantalizing scents of vegetation filled the air. It's hard to believe such a vibrant view ever existed in Antarctica, but it's all there, carved into rocks for us adventurous types to unearth and marvel at. As if the Antarctic marvels weren't jaw-dropping enough, let's talk about dinosaurs beneath the Arctic Circle. Fossils found in places like Alaska hint at a raucous romp of dinosaurs strutting their stuff even closer to the North Pole. These hardy reptiles didn't just take summer vacations up there, they lived year-round in packed herds, embracing the icy embrace of long, sunless winters. How fabulous it would be to witness those dino gatherings, wouldn't it? Imagine the clatter of dinosaur hooves trampling through the crunchy snow, with their breath misting in the frigid air, almost like a chilly smoke signal announcing their presence. Among those stunted trees and frosty flora, you might meet the fearless predators hunting with unyielding determination. They thrived in a world where darkness lasted for eternity. How's that for a hair-raising reality show? Equipped with their survival strategies, these dino dynasties nestled in heart of the Arctic wilderness thrived despite the fierce environmental challenges. Their stories of adaptation tell a past packed with excitement, fierce competition, and pure resilience. Yeah, we've got nothing on them, forget reality TV. I want to binge-watch dinosaurs in the cold immediately. Life for these polar dinosaurs was no walk in the park, but what a show they put on. From the steamy forests of Antarctica to the frosty stretches of the Arctic, these dinosaurs left behind tales written in the fossil record that continue to intrigue us today. As we dig deeper into Earth's history, it becomes clear these dino legends defied odds and roamed far and wide, filling ancient landscapes with their mighty presence. What a raucous party that must have been. Arctic dinosaurs were a surprising bunch, defying the notion that all dinosaurs thrived only in warm, tropical environments. Picture this. They roamed the frigid edges of our planet, thriving against the odds. With a tenacity that would put most winter athletes to shame, these creatures even made it through months of darkness during polar winters, laughing in the face of extreme weather. Who knew dinosaurs could be so adaptable and resilient? When the polar night gripped the land, starlight flickered above while these dinosaurs sank into their winter routines. Fossils reveal that some species had extraordinary night vision, complete with large, saucer-like eyes perfect for spotting snacks or avoiding becoming one. Others developed a flair for social living, reminiscent of today's penguins huddling together for warmth and safety. Who would have thought social media began in the Mesozoic era? Imagine tiny dinosaur hatchlings hitting the spotlight during endless summer days, their timing impeccable. They were born just before the long, dark nights set in. This genius strategy allowed them to bulk up and prepare themselves before the cold settled in. It's both adorable and practical, like little feathered athletes prepping for a long winter's nap while still managing to look stunning under the midnight sun. An ancient twist on the all-natural glow concept. Among this remarkable bunch were the hadrosaurs, affectionately dubbed duckbill dinosaurs. With their broad, flat snouts and unique jaw designs, they became true plant grazing champions. Equipped with hundreds of teeth cleverly lined up like rows of grinding machines, they could strip leaves and chew up tough stems with ease, quite the culinary marvel of their time. Who knew dino dining could be so sophisticated, right? Not to be outdone by their eating prowess, some hadrosaurs would swell to lengths over 30 feet, living large in herds much like today's bison or wildebeest. Their fossils litter the landscape, suggesting they were not just surviving but thriving in their diverse habitats. You can only imagine the ruckus of their grazing parties, entertained by the friendly competition over the freshest leaves while showcasing their sustainability skills as nature's ultimate lawnmowers. Yet, there's more to hadrosaurs than just munching leaves. Many flaunted ornate crests and even fanciful skull extensions that would make a fashion designer green with envy. Despite their seemingly whimsical name, these were some of the most innovative herbivores, playing vital roles within their ecosystems. These beauties were not only about the aesthetics, they were significant players in the prehistoric beauty pageant of evolution. And talk about talent, some hadrosaurs were basically the opera singers of the dinosaur world, using their hollow crests as resonating chambers to produce deep, resonant calls. Imagine a dinosaur choir belting tunes beneath an Arctic sky. If that's not a scene for the ages, I don't know what is. Their vocal prowess added a whole new layer to their already impressive list of skills and social dynamics. Truly, these dinosaurs were a thrilling mix of brains, brawn, and a flair for drama. Imagine a sunset, where a herd of timid Parasaurolophus munches on verdant foliage. Suddenly, one of these magnificent creatures raises its majestic head, setting off a deep, resonant call that echoes across the floodplain. This isn't just any regular call of the wild. It's more like a prehistoric orchestra tuning up, the bass notes vibrating through the air, neighbors chime in, creating a harmony that would put any modern-day band to shame. Who knew these dinosaurs had such musical talent? Now let's talk about that stunning crest, stretching up to an impressive 6 feet in length. It's the kind of natural accessory that would make fashion designers weep with envy. This extravagant feature curves elegantly backward, transforming our dino friend into a living, breathing trumpet. It's like nature's way of saying, hey, you want to hear some serious tunes? Grab a seat. The show is about to begin. The magic of the Parasaurolophus doesn't stop at its sound production. Scientists have uncovered that this fantastic crest wasn't just for show, it was a vital tool for communication within the herd. Those air passages weren't simply there for decoration. They created a complex sound system bustling with messages. Whether it was a warning about lurking predators or a mating call, these engaging creatures were chattier than you'd expect for dinosaurs. When you picture a Parasaurolophus, it's hard to ignore its sheer size, nearly 30 feet long and weighing several tons, strutting its stuff in prime val landscapes. But add that luscious crest, and you've got an absolute showstopper. This dinosaur was not just impressive in stature, it was an absolute spectacle, turning heads as it boasted both visual flair and auditory prowess. Talk about a versatile talent. And if you think this dinosaur's public performances are all there is to it, you'd be wrong. Some scientists suggest that Parasaurolophus might have sported some eye-catching colors on its crest. Can you imagine? A vibrant, rainbow-hued crest that dazzled the senses while sending deep, haunting calls across the wild. This dinosaur may have been the best-dressed diva of the Mesozoic, rocking both appearance and range like nobody's business. But hold your applause. There's more to the sound of these massive beasts than you might expect. While humans are limited to hearing a narrow band of frequencies, Parasaurolophus and its dino pals could have tuned into deeper, infrasonic sounds. That's right, these behemoths possessed a hearing range that would leave most humans scratching their heads, able to pick up on the low-frequency vibrations of their world, and connecting with one another in ways that we simply can't fathom. Picture it, a full-on prehistoric concert where dinosaurs are in harmony, exchanging information and bonding over their unique musical stylings. 1 minute you're grazing calmly, and the next, it's a raucous mix of sounds that would even make today's hipsters jealous. This beautifully complex social dynamic gives us a new lens with which to view these ancient critters, reminding us that they were more than just giant, scaly fossils. They were vibrant, lively creatures engaged in their own kind of cultural symphony. Imagine a world where dinosaurs were not just scaled giants but vocal virtuosos, Fossil studies indicate that hadrosaurs had a keen sense for infrasonic vibrations, those deep rumbles that escape human ears. Just visualize herds communicating over vast distances with these low, rumbling calls rolling invisibly across the landscape. This ability could have facilitated coordinated migrations, alerted others to lurking predators, or helped mothers keep tabs on their rambunctious younglings. A sophisticated symphony of the Mesozoic. But wait, there's more. As we dig through ancient sediments, we're uncovering more than just bones. Sometimes we strike the jackpot with impressions of dinosaur skin. These rare finds encapsulate the rich textures of life, revealing a dazzling variety of coverings. Some had rugged scales resembling mosaic masterpieces, while others flaunted downy feathers or proud quills. These skin impressions don't just remind us of dinosaurs' form. They shout their vibrancy, hinting at the colorful flair nature had back in the day. Running your hand along the rough, scaly flank of a hadrosaur or tracing the delicate feathers of a small theropod would send shivers down your spine. These skin impressions connect us to those ancient creatures, collapsing millions of years into fleeting moments of tactile magic. Instead of just seeing skeletons, we can envision the living, breathing beings they were, their very skin a canvas of stories waiting to be told. And don't get me started on the flamboyant displays of these prehistoric party animals. Some dinosaurs were decked out in colorful frills and crests, as if they just stepped off a high-fashion runway. This extravagant showcase wasn't merely about survival. It was a game of attraction and social hierarchy. Picture a ceratopsium with its grand bony frill splashed in reds and blues, or a hadrosaur whose crest dazzled like a rainbow under the sun, a veritable dinosaur equivalent of a peacock's eye. Catching tail. Even fossil evidence supports this colorful spectacle, revealing blood vessel patterns in frills that scream. We've got vibrant hues to flaunt. These intricately supplied frills meant dinosaurs could rock vivid colors, leaving their contemporaries in awe. Nature truly loves a good show, and the Mesozoic era was no exception. Whether for romance or social status, these dinosaurs knew how to strut their stuff. It's almost like they had their own fashion shows. With such theatricality, you can just imagine the runway struts and daring poses. Look at me. A hadrosaur might call to its mates while winking an eye over its shimmering crest. Who knew these ancient beasts were not only fierce but also fabulous? Their existence was a mashup of colors, sounds, and stories, creating a rich tapestry of life that transcended mere survival. So, as we piece together the puzzle of these magnificent creatures, one thing is crystal clear. Dinosaurs were far more than just ancient relics. They were colorful, social, and brimming with personality, each imprint of skin and display a reminder of the dynamic world they inhabited. Dive into their stories, and you may find that Mesozoic life was as lively as a modern-day carnival, filled with spectacle, charm, and, well, a bit of dinosaur drama. In the mute realm of fossil records, vibrancy and color have faded into obscurity. Yet, when we let our imaginations loose, we can practically see the sassy stripes and vibrant polka dots that clad these prehistoric beasts. Dinosaurs weren't just muscle-bound survivors. They were essentially nature's flamboyant fashionistas strutting their colorful stuff. It's hard to picture a T-Rex sporting anything less than a striking ensemble, complete with an elaborate headpiece as it stalked its territory. Take the Carnotaurus, for instance, the fashionably weird predator of the dinosaur world. Picture it. Sleek, speedy, and sporting fierce horns that gave it a devilish charm. Those horns above its eyes really could have made Carnotaurus the star of any Jurassic runway show if dinosaurs had runways. That is, the chunky dinosaur's most laughable feature. Its arms were so tiny they made a T-Rex's look like Popeyes after a steroid binge. Seriously, I mean, was Carnotaurus trying out for a role in a comedy? Scientific heads have scratched over the purpose of these seemingly dysfunctional appendages. With inflexible joints and teeny tiny proportions, it seems evolution took a wrong turn somewhere. Were those arms merely for putting on a dazzling mating display? Or maybe they were the humorous leftover souvenirs from an evolutionary garage sale. Whatever the reason, Carnotaurus powered through as a speedy savage, proving that even the quirkiest creatures can rise to the top of the food chain. Mystifying arms and all. Now, onward to the T-Rex, the superstar of the dinosaur roster. Its arms might have drawn laughter, but those short limbs had some serious muscle behind them. We're talking heavyweights capable of hefting several hundred pounds. Those little beauties were as sturdy as they were small, perfectly sculpted for holding on tight during the dinosaurs' rather rugged lovemaking, or perhaps during an epic grappling match with a rival. Who knew dating in the Cretaceous had its challenges? And those claws, oh boy, sharp and strong. They could slice and grip with the precision of a top chef wielding a knife. Forget the jokes. The T-Rex's arms were anything but useless. They stood as silent, powerful reminders that gigantic jaws and oversized bodies weren't the only secrets of survival in the dinosaur ecosystem. Maybe all those low-blow jokes were merely foolish misunderstandings. Nature often loves to throw in an element of surprise. The robust arms of T-Rex prove that nature's design can be incredibly intricate, even if it doesn't always follow conventional logic. What seems absurd can carry a heavy load of purpose, serving functions we might just be scratching the surface of understanding. Talk about turning the tables on expectations. So as we stroll through this prehistoric fashion exhibit, we learn that while Carnotaurus flaunted its quirks and T-Rex flexed its surprising strengths, both embodied nature's sense of whimsy. Evolution is filled with oddities not just for laughs, but as a testament to the incredible variety and creativity of life on the planet. Those delving into this fossilized tale of survival will find that in the critique of appearances lies the essence of an evolutionary masterpiece. Oviraptors, once titled their egg thief, sure had quite the reputation back in the day. Named in the early 20th century when their fossils appeared near nests of eggs, these misunderstood creatures were thought to be the naughty burglars of the dino world. Imagine the scandal. However, the story took a delightful twist when scientists later unearthed evidence proving these dinosaurs were not robbing nests but rather nurturing their own little hatchlings. Talk about a turnaround. Later discoveries unveiled heartwarming details about oviraptors. They were like the loving parents of the dinosaur kingdom. Fossils show adult oviraptors frozen in protective postures, wings spread wide to shield their precious eggs, reminiscent of our modern bird families. It's as if they took their parenting duties very seriously, proving they had a knack for caring just like happy feathered friends today. Their commitment shone through, showing that parenting instincts span millions of years. And it gets even more fascinating. Some fossils reveal these dino parents enduring harsh conditions like sandstorms and floods, sticking with their eggs through thick and thin. It's a wild image, a heroic oviraptor refusing to budge, even at great personal risk. This thrilling revelation transformed our perspective of these fascinating dinosaurs from feared villains to devoted guardians, giving us an unexpected glimpse into their nurturing side. But wait, there's more. Scientists have found other dinosaur species that exhibited similar brooding behaviors. Imagine a long-lost world where dinosaurs, much like our favorite modern birds, were seen cuddled over their nests, warming their eggs with their bodies. Their spread wings were not just for show but a cozy blanket of protection, reinforcing this charming link between dinosaurs and avian life. It's a reminder that being a dinosaur was not merely about the hunt, it involved parenting. 2. Fossils reveal these nurturing habits were more than a cute quirk. They challenge our long-held notions about dinosaur behavior. It appears that some species even rotated their eggs to ensure even development. So many similarities to today's attentiveness in avian parents. The image of a dinosaur crouched over its nest, bracing against the wind, is strangely relatable and comforting, echoing the backyard scenes we encounter with robins and sparrows. On the flip side, baby dinosaurs, just like human babies, came with their own set of surprises. Fossils of hatchlings tell an unexpected tale. Many had tiny sharp teeth that later disappeared. While initially shocking, these teeth likely served a practical purpose, allowing them to break through eggshells or munch on a varied diet as they ventured into their new world. It's remarkable to think they started life armed and dangerous. Ultimately, these discoveries paint a rich tapestry of dino life, showcasing that they were far more than the fearsome beasts we once imagined. They balanced the roles of predators and caregivers, weaving complex lives filled with responsibilities. Just imagining them huddled around a nest conjures an image that resonates deeply, connecting us from the past to present-day family dynamics, whether feathered or scaled. So next time you look at a bird nested in your backyard, remember those ancient parental instincts are echoing through time. What we once saw merely as monstrous figures lurking in the shadows are now revealed as nostalgic icons of love and care. Our dino friends were not just about survival. They crafted lives replete with tenderness, reminding us of the universal journey of nurturing, no matter the epoch. Imagine a nest full of tiny hatchlings, little unstoppable munching machines with jaws lined with sharp points. These little chompers were designed for mastering insects and tender plants before they transitioned into tougher adult diets. As they grew, they waved goodbye to their childish dental decor, evolving into the majestic horned and duck-billed dinosaurs we know and love. Who knew that those baby teeth were just a fleeting phase in a much grander scheme of life? Now let's chat about growth spurts, because these little fellows didn't just take their sweet time growing up. Some chubby-cheeked dinosaurs went from zero to hero in mere moments, well, days. But you get the idea. Imagine packing on dozens of pounds every single day. That's like gorging yourself at a buffet, but in the form of leafy greens rather than cheesy nachos. Bone studies reveal some dinosaurs sported growth rings akin to trees, showcasing how rapid their journey from hatchling to giant truly was. Picture a baby sauropod, barely the size of a dog, magically ballooning into the dimensions of a horse in just a year. Then, like something out of a fantastical movie, it stretches itself into a bus-sized beast a few years later. Their bodies operated like efficient metabolic furnaces, burning through their meals faster than you can say dinosaur pancake breakfast. This turbocharged growth may have just been the ticket to survival in a world full of hungry predators. Now, let's bust a major myth. Dinosaurs weren't just bland beige blobs, blending into the prehistoric world like a boring wallflower at a party. Recent discoveries have revealed an explosion of colors, akin to a vibrant rainbow. Gone are the days when you'd picture them as drab grey creatures. Nope. These magnificent beasts strutted around in vibrant hues that would put any modern-day fashion show to shame. Thanks to some incredible fossil finds, we now have evidence that dinosaurs sported a dazzling array of colors, with feathers being the showstoppers. The secret, microscopic structures called melanisms, but don't worry, they don't come with a side of fries. These tiny gems were preserved in some fossils, giving us clues and uncovering the true potential of color in the dinosaur realm. Who would have thought that dino fashion was a thing? Just imagine a brightly colored feathered dinosaur strutting its stuff through the lush forests of the past with all the flair it could muster. The thought alone could make one laugh. These creatures were not only massive but also adorned in splendid attire, flaunting shades of everything from fiery reds to vivid blues. Talk about a prehistoric style statement. As we unravel these vibrant pieces of prehistoric life, we see evolution didn't just create massive giants but a spectacular array of colors, making them one of the most striking animals to have ever walked the earth. So here's to dinosaurs, the original champions of colorful chaos. From adorable hatchlings to eye-popping adults, their story reminds us that fashion and size changes quicker than you can say T-Rex. Scientists, armed with powerful microscopes, are unlocking a whole new shade of dinosaur history. By analyzing fossils in detail, they've discovered that these ancient critters had a wild palette of colors. Forget boring gray and brown. We're talking blacks, reds, and shimmering hues straight out of a fantastical storybook. Imagine a small raptor shimmering in sunlight with blues and greens like a dazzling little hummingbird. Who knew that dinosaurs had such flair? These discoveries are turning our impression of the Mesozoic era upside down. Instead of a monotonous land populated by drab beasts, picture a vibrant world pulsating with colors and patterns. Fossil remnants are revealing hues we've only dreamed of: brilliant reds, oranges, and even iridescent shades that dance like sunlight on water. It's like finding out your grandparents were rock stars back in the day. History just got a lot more exciting. The treasure trove of preserved pigments in dinosaur feathers has been a game changer. Melanisms, those tiny little structures within feathers, indicate the colors these creatures sported. Some dinosaurs were sporting sheet black feathers tipped with fiery orange, while others even boasted hues that could give a peacock a run for its money. Meanwhile, the legendary Anchineses has been unveiled as a fabulous black and white dandy with a rusty red crown far more stylish than any lizard we know. Imagine stepping into a prehistoric paradise, sunlight filtering through ancient leaves, revealing glimmers of feathered dinosaurs flitting about. But these colors weren't just for show. They were messages and symbols, rich stories woven into the very tapestry of their environment. The vibrant displays provided not just beauty but also function, making life in this dynamic landscape even more thrilling. But let's not forget the art of disguise. Some dinosaurs perfected the art of camouflage, blending in with nature like seasoned stealth ninjas. Fossils indicate that certain small feathered dinosaurs had banded patterns akin to modern birds, making them look like a patchwork of foliage, who wouldn't want to be able to disappear in plain sight, especially when a predator is lurking behind the bushes. These clever tactics of camouflage might have been crucial for survival. Just as a tiger's stripes break up its outline today, these feathered wonders could have disappeared into the shadows when danger approached. Their remarkable ability to merge with their surroundings was as impressive as any superhero's secret identity, allowing them to thrive in a world filled with threats. So here's the twist. Dinosaurs weren't just giant lumbering creatures. They were stylish, colorful, and masterful in the art of survival. The vibrant hues and patterns show us their world was one of beauty, danger, and intelligence. Dinosaurs, with their elaborate feathers and colorful skins, painted a world buzzing with energy, not unlike the colorful tapestry of life we see today. Who knew we were living among such glamorous ancestors? Picture a small dinosaur, practically a leaf-litter ninja, hunched down, its striped body blending seamlessly with the forest floor. It waits, poised like a cat eyeing a promising lizard. In a split second, it lunges forward to snag a hapless insect. This isn't just some prehistoric brute, oh no, but a master of stealth and strategy. Camouflage wasn't merely a survival trick. It was a clever game of hide and seek that kept the ancient world buzzing with both thrill and danger. But let's not underestimate the bold and flamboyant dinosaurs, the life of the party in the Jurassic world. Just envision a dinosaur strutting around, flaunting bright patches, stripes, and spots that could brighten any monochrome party, like a peacock showing off its dazzling plumage. These dinosaurs sported colors that were practically neon. They used their vibrant attire not just to attract mates but also to send rivals packing. Oh, what a sight that must have been! Consider the colorful ceratopsians with their vivid frills. Imagine a massive creature rearing up, its frill a spectacle of electric blues and yellows, scaring off a rival with that extravagant display. And how about the raptors? Their feathered arms unfurling in dramatic patterns like avian superheroes ready to launch a spectacular aerial duel. Little did those unlucky prey or competing hunters know they were played like an old-timey magician pulling rabbits out of hats. Scientists have unearthed fascinating fossils revealing preserved pigments, pointing to colorful lives pulsing with activity. While some details remain a puzzle in the historian's game, the evidence hints at a world brimming not just with stealthy charm but also with bold, eye-popping displays meant for social situations. Who knew dinosaurs could rival modern artists in flair? The show was not just about blending in. It was about dazzling wherever possible. Let's leap over to the ceratopsians, those innovative horned dinosaurs like Triceratops with their colossal bony frills, reminiscent of a medieval jouster's shield. While some may have thought these frills protected them in battle, the reality was far more colorful and symbolic. Some frills were so full of flashy openings and intricate shapes that it seemed their true function was writing social cues right across their heads. Envision herds of ceratopsians gallivanting across the plains, each frill turning heads and flashing like living banners in a parade. Each animal's unique frill shape declared, "Here I am, I'm majestic." It was a Middle Jurassic networking event, where their visually striking frills communicated everything from identity to readiness for future breadcrumb deals. If dinosaurs had PR firms, they'd surely be in demand. And let's not forget the pachysphylosaurs, sporting domed skulls that were thicker than a baseball bat. Can you just picture one of them wobbling its bulging head like a proud weightlifter showing off newly bulging muscles? They were literal walking billboards of resilience, the tanks of their time, and oh so impressive. Talk about a headstrong reputation. They didn't need a horn or a dazzling frill to stand out. Their thick heads did the talking, making them formidable figures in their prehistoric landscape. So, whether hiding in the shadows with an air of subtlety or strutting their vibrant stuff, these ancient giants of the land exhibited a stunning array of behavior and style that has left a lasting impression on our imaginations. The stories they painted with color, form, and interaction are perhaps the greatest testament to their vibrant lives both in survival strategy and social dynamics. Truly, the past was alive with color, competition, and a drive for dazzling existence in every thriving corner. The mighty pachysphylosaurs were not your average dinosaurs. They had some seriously unique headgear, with skull domes that could be thicker than a baseball bat. These dino dudes packed some serious punch. Think of their heads as armored tanks on legs, perfect for rough and tumble. And if that wasn't enough, some species spruced up their look with high knobs and fearsome spikes, giving them a club-like advantage when it came to social shenanigans. There's an ongoing debate among scientists about the function of these hefty heads. Were they for protection against predators? That's a possibility. But the front-runner theory suggests these helmeted wonders used their rock-solid domes in friendly rivalry. Picture this. Two pachyphylosaurs galloping toward each other, domes colliding with an earth-shaking thud. Talk about a dino derby. The sheer force of their bony heads could absorb the impact while showcasing their hunting prowess in life's great competition. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty. These head-butting contests weren't all hat and no cattle. Fossil evidence has revealed a treasure trove of healed injuries, suggesting that our pachyphilodon pals didn't just butt heads for fun, like mountain goats and bighorn sheep battling for bragging rights. These prehistoric giants likely clashed over territory, dominance, and that all-important right to mate. Picture the two beasts gearing up, circling each other like boxers before the bell rings. But not every showdown ended with a skull-crunching finale. Some of these contests could turn out more like dino dance-offs, where the competitors struck dramatic poses and head tilts to assert their strength without the actual collision. It's like watching a WWE match, but with less drama and more prehistoric charm. This extravagant behavior still echoes in animals today, where social dynamics often lead to ritualized displays instead of bloody battles. The fossilized evidence tells a juicy story of rivalry within the pachyphylosaurs world. Those knobby, thick skulls weren't just for decoration. They were battle-tested tools of the trade. Imagine living in a world where your social status could be determined by how well you could headbutt a fellow dino while showing off your impressive dome. Speaking of impressive heads, dinosaur horns were quite the craze back in the day. From the fearsome spikes of Triceratops to the flamboyant headgear seen in other ceratopsians, some species were decked out with spectacular horns. Those protruding showcases made quite the statement on the prehistoric runway, turning heads and leaving impressions that could last eons. While some dinosaurs sported horns that could grow back after an injury, others showcased their majestic features like a peacock showing off its feathers. This phenomenon hints at an evolutionary trend, where those with the flashiest adornments often netted the best mates, nature's way of keeping things interesting, if you ask me. Thus, the stage was set for epic battles of wits, strength, and sheer visual spectacle. Who wouldn't want to see a parade of horned dinosaurs strutting their stuff? In the grand scheme of evolutionary prowess, the pachyphylosaurs remind us that even the head can become a formidable weapon. It's not just about who has the best battle skills. It's about how well you can showcase your strength and tenacity while still managing to remain fabulously fierce. Who knew that prehistoric drama could unfold at the tips of bony domes and artistic horns? The stories these creatures etched into the fossil record prove that drama, rivalry, and ridiculous displays of strength are timeless attributes, even in a dino-dominated world. So, what happens when a dinosaur's prized horn meets its unfortunate demise? Well, as it turns out, some dinosaurs had a hidden talent for regrowing those lovely appendages. Fossil evidence reveals that these prehistoric creatures showcased a remarkable ability to heal, with signs of regrowth on their skulls. One can only imagine the resilience they must have possessed, living in a world where horns were akin to modern-day swords used for battling foes, fending off rivals, and even showing off during dino pageants. Picture this wild scene. Two ceratopsians, strutting their stuff like gladiators, locking horns in an all-out showdown. Suddenly, one horn snaps like a twig underfoot. But fear not, with a little time and energy, that dinosaur is back in the game, sprouting a brand new horn as if it's donning a fresh pair of shades. The ability to regrow horns adds a fabulous twist to our understanding of these dino darlings. They weren't just battle-ready, but also equipped with a glorious regeneration routine, proving that Mother Nature loves a comeback story. Now let's pivot to the raptors, the sharp-witted punk rockers of the dinosaur world, flaunting those killer sickle-shaped claws. These pint-sized powerhouses, like Allosaurus and Diplodocus, had the sharpest tools in their toolkit. Imagine, they were like the ninjas of their time, running around with wicked claws, sharp enough to slice through the thickest steak with ease. And the best part, they knew how to use them with flair and finesse, tiny but terrifying, right? When raptors leapt into action, they were all fury and finesse, gripping their prey with their front claws. then delivering a nasty slash with that gleaming sickle. It's like a scene straight out of an action movie, rampaging tiny monsters with claws that could make Michael Myers jealous. The design of the claws was no accident. Evolution meticulously crafted them for performance, striking a delightful balance between deadly efficiency and stunning aesthetics. Now, if fossilized raptor claws could talk, they'd probably reminisce about all the delicious encounters they had on their quest for lunch. Studies show that these claws experienced wear patterns similar to well-used kitchen knives, a definitive testament to their sharpness. Imagine being zapped by a raptor, armed with weapons sharper than a sushi chef's finest blade. What a gruesome dinner invitation that would be. Raptors didn't just stop at slashing. They had the agility of a gymnast and the intelligence of a crafty planner. Think about it. Combining dynamic leaps and powerful slashes, they could take down prey with a precision that would impress even the most aggressive of modern-day predators. Their agility allowed them to navigate the terrain with ease, turning them into crafty hunters capable of devising plans and making snap decisions, all while looking drop-dead gorgeous. In the big picture, those claws were not just an accessory, they were the ultimate operational tools. It's fascinating how these lesser-sized dinosaurs could shine under the spotlight of the predator elite, proving that size isn't everything. While towering titans roamed around, raptors became the nimble assassins of the prehistoric age, armed with the sharpest of weapons and an unyielding zest for survival. Talk about an epic underdog story. Some scientists argue that the claws of raptors weren't merely instruments of death, but rather multifaceted tools for gripping and pinning their prey. Picture it while those deadly jaws were delivering the coup de grace. The sharp claws were holding dinner firmly in place. Talk about teamwork. Nature has a way of refining its weapons, and those wicked claws were like finely honed blades, sharper than any steel humans could whip up. They were battle-tested million years before we even existed. Hold on to your hats, because the Giganotosaurus just barged onto the scene and declared war on the T-Rex for the title of King of Carnivores. For eons, T-Rex had swaggered through history with its oversized ego, basking in its reputation as the largest carnivorous dinosaur. But boom, enter Giganotosaurus, the colossal challenger from South America that could stretch over 40 feet long, with a skull that exceeded 5 feet and muscles that made it more fearsome than your average monster. This predator redefined standards. Unlike the T-Rex, which had a bone-crushing bite, Giganotosaurus had design flaws that worked to its advantage. It wielded razor-sharp, serrated teeth, quite literally slicing through the competition. Imagine this beast, larger than your typical bus, elegantly prowling the endless plains of ancient Patagonia. That lethal jaw full of teeth would send chills down the spine of any huge herbivore it pursued. It continued to awaken our imaginations by showing us that nature loves to reimagine its apex predators again and again, who needs a one-hit wonder. Now let's put a spotlight on the giant of giants, Argentinosaurus. While searching for prehistoric record holders, this Titanosaurus takes the cake, and possibly the whole bakery. With an estimated length of 100 feet and weighing in at over a staggering 70 tons, this colossal critter made T-Rex look like a puppy. Just think about it, longer than a basketball court and heavier than a dozen elephants. Argentinosaurus was astonishingly massive. Imagine seeing a creature whose vertebrae alone weighed more than a human. Not only was Argentinosaurus gigantic, but they were also social butterflies, moving in herds and munching on enormous amounts of green salad as they strolled through their ancient stomping grounds. Their towering necks fed on treetops, while their tails swung like mighty bridges behind them, leaving the ground quaking with their robust footsteps. It would feel like witnessing a lumbering mountain afloat, creating a seismic sensation everywhere it went. Yet, amid these land titans, let's not forget our feathered friends who were much, much smaller, contradicting the age-old image of dinosaurs as enormous beasts. Some of these dinosaurs weighed less than a handbag. Can you picture that? They were like the tiny, adorable cousins of the massive giants, maybe party crashers in the world of dinosaurs. It's a reminder that evolution played all kinds of tricks, accommodating everything from the colossal to the minuscule. So, while dinosaurs might conjure images of towering behemoths sloshing through swamps, the full spectrum of dinosaur life was peppered with miniature marvels. It becomes evident that evolution dabbled in all sizes, crafting a fascinating and diverse community on land millions of years ago. From gigantic burly Argentinosaurus to pint-sized feathers flapping around, the dinosaur world had something for everyone, and perhaps, next time you dig up a fossil, you might uncover a pocket-sized rep. Maybe even one that was a tad too competitive for its own good. Picture a dino-sized dilemma playing out in a prehistoric paradise. Meet the Microaptor, one of the smallest known species lurking among the leaves. Weighing in at less than a modern mouse, these pocket-sized predators zipped around in search of tasty insects, flapping their feathered miniskirts. Imagine the scene. A creature no longer than your hand, flitting among the branches, a constant reminder that size doesn't always matter when it comes to survival. With their lightweight frames and razor-sharp claws, these little dynamos lived life in the fast lane, constantly dodging looming dinosaurs. While the giants lumbered by, these tiny titans were like ninjas, evading larger foes and competing with early mammals and reptiles for dinner. Evolution doesn't just favor the massive. It sometimes puts a premium on the pint-sized and adorable twist in the age of dinosaurs that makes these little critters all the more fascinating. Now, put yourself in the lush greenery of a Mesozoic forest, enveloped in ancient ferns, listening to the chilling roars echoing overhead. Below the grandeur, a bustling community of small mammals scurried through the shadows, their lives often unseen. These pint-sized critters were the original nightlife champions, munching on insects and burrowing underground to avoid becoming a dino snack. They navigated the treacherous world of giants for over 100 million years, proving that even the smallest can hold their ground. The evolutionary history of these mammals is as rich as the forest they inhabited. Some kept things cozy by giving live birth like mammals today, while others dabbled in gliding through the air. Each miniature species adapted to the ever-changing prehistoric environment while giants evolved into bizarre forms. It's a classic case of small but mighty, with these tiny mammals laying down the roots for a future dominated by mammals after the dinosaurs' grand exit. Now, rewind to those Mesozoic nights, filled with the rumble of stomping giants above. Imagine the tension. Dinosaurs were unknowingly sharing their space with these crafty survivors beneath the ferns, like a tightrope walk between chaos and safety. The existence of these mammals was a balanced act of running and hiding, an intricate dance of predator and prey, shaping the future of life on Earth as they tumbled through the shadows. But it wasn't all hide and seek. Some of these audacious mammals played a risky game, casting aside their timid reputation to become tiny hunters. Fossils discovered show the daring deeds of mammals with baby dinosaur bones in their bellies. Talk about taking the term little predator to a whole new level. They were not mere scavengers. They actively hunted nests and snatched vulnerable hatchlings while the mothers were off foraging. Envision a miniature mammal, house cat size, sneaking into a nest. With cunning and sharp teeth, it launches into a frenzied feast of baby dinosaurs, adrenaline pumping as it zooms back into the safety of the underbrush. It's a cutthroat world down there, where survival of the smallest brings a twist to the classic dinosaur story, combining boldness with a sprinkle of mischief in the pursuit of the unthinkable. Every little creature had a role in this vast, chaotic theater of life, adding a dash of surprise and humor to the Mesozoic era. Dinosaurs had their grandeur, but tiny mammals were the hidden heroes, carving out their place with sheer nerve and guile. So, next time you picture dinosaurs strutting their stuff, don't forget the tiny titans hustling beneath them. Their story is just as epic and wildly entertaining. Despite their hefty size and fearsome reputation, dinosaurs weren't quite the untouchable overlords of the earth that some movies portray. They're little ones, totally defenseless, and in an amusing twist of fate, even the tiniest of creatures were ready to take advantage of this easy target. It's a wild reminder that no one, not even the planet's mightiest beasts, ruled without a little chaos lurking around. At the same time that the giant reptiles strutted their stuff, the plant kingdom was having a glow-up. Around the mid-Cretaceous period, those petunias and daisies we adore decided to crash the party. Before flowers made their debut, the earth was dominated by ferns and conifers, making things a bit drab. But when flowering plants entered the scene, they painted the world with vibrant colors, delightful scents, and some nifty reproductive strategies that could give modern dating profiles a run for their money. Picture a herbivore, perhaps a gentle giant, grazing on lush greenery, only to notice the sweet aroma of budding flowers wafting through the air. Cue the interplay. These early blossoms might have had a secret deal going with the dinosaurs. yummy food for them and a little help with pollination in return. Imagine the chaos as a hungry hadrosaur lifted its head to munch on a bright bloom, sending petals flying like confetti, a natural party on an ancient scale. By the time we reached the end of the Cretaceous period, all that flower power had totally taken over the planet. This wasn't just a slow shuffle. It was an epic revolution. While the last of the dinosaurs roamed around, the landscapes transformed into colorful tapestries of blooms, fruits, and seeds. With all that delicious diversity, those plant-munching dino friends had a whole new buffet to explore, impacting diets and evolution alike. The arrival of flowering plants not only added flair to the scenery but also revamped the food chain. Suddenly, the ancient ecosystem resembled less of a boring green jungle and more of a vibrant garden party bursting with buzzing insects and chubby dinosaurs snacking away. It's like nature threw a banquet, and the dinosaurs were blissfully unaware that they were at the forefront of a botanical revolution. With these angiosperms thriving, entire ecosystems were reshaped long before mammals decided to take center stage. Simply put, dinosaurs strolled through a kaleidoscope of color, unwittingly setting the stage for the age we know today. It's hard to believe that what began as whispers of pollen in the wind would lead to the sprawling ecosystems we cherish now. Rumor has it that some dinosaurs even played the role of pollinators themselves, getting in on the act while munching away on flora. It was a whimsical time when colossal creatures unknowingly catered to the rising floral factions. They may have been focused on finding their next meal, but little did they know, they were crucial players in the great symbiotic dance of life. So the next time you admire a garden or enjoy a day in the park, remember the dinosaurs. They waddled through a world that was literally blossoming, setting the stage for our joy and appreciation of nature. Who knew those gentle giants and their colorful companions were wedged between the past and our future, all because of a little flower power? Picture this: small feathered dinosaurs, those pint-sized darlings of the prehistoric world, flitting around like nature's little pollinators. Just as modern-day bees and hummingbirds work their magic among blossoms, these agile dinosaurs were likely buzzing from flower to flower, carrying pollen and spreading life wherever they went. Fossils tell tales of these little creatures feasting on sweet nectar and fruits, boasting behaviors that were pretty pivotal for plant reproduction during the dinosaur age. Just envision one of these tiny beauties hopping through dense underbrush, its colorful feathers shimmering as it extends its snout into a fragrant flower. After indulging in a bit of floral goodness, it flits off, unaware of the ecological role it's playing, just your average dinosaur doing the pollinator's A. With every hop and flutter, these creatures were unwittingly sowing seeds of life and beauty, reinforcing that evolution is a dance of both competition and cooperation amidst a lush, green world. And speaking of cosmic connections, let's talk about methane. Yes, the good old gas that can clear a room. Believe it or not, scientists suggest that the mighty sauropods farted with such gusto, they might have actually altered the climate. These giants, much like modern cows, relied on their gut flora to break down their fibrous, plant-heavy diets. Turns out, all that digestion led to some serious methane output, possibly warming up the Earth by a few precious degrees during the toasty Mesozoic era. Can you imagine herds of giant dinosaurs casually munching their way through lush landscapes, transforming the very atmosphere with their unintentional contributions? It's a rather whimsical image, isn't it? Although it might sound like a punchline from a prehistoric sitcom, this phenomenon enforces the idea that living beings can dramatically influence global systems after all. One creature's emissions may be another creature's ecological lifeline. But that's not all, folks. These intriguing dino-chompers didn't just munch on greenery, they played a pivotal role in plant propagation. Fossilized dinosaur dung, known as coprolites, offers a peek into the ancient diets of these colossal creatures. Some of these fossil treasures contained seeds. Yes, these dinosaurs weren't just partaking in a buffet. They were also inadvertently planting the seeds for future generations of plants far from the original stems. Transforming the landscape with their foraging ways, these dinosaurs were like living garden gnomes, spreading flora through their travels. Just imagine the scene. A herd of dinosaurs wandering across sprawling plains, digesting plants, and leaving behind a seed buffet for future generations. In doing so, they ensured a vibrant ecosystem would flourish long after they strolled the earth. So, as we reminisce about the wide-eyed world of dinosaurs, we realized they were not simply lords of the prehistoric jungle. They were integral players in a much larger tapestry of life. The dynamic interplay between plants and these miniature dinosaurs shows that even in a time filled with giants, tiny beings could leave an outsized legacy. Just goes to show that sometimes, it's the little guys who really make the wheel of life turn and grow. In essence, the bonds forged between these creatures and flowering plants evoke a poetic dance of evolution. Rather than merely a competition for survival, the history of life on Earth demonstrates the intricate waltz of give and take. Dinosaurs, with their charming quirks and impactful behaviors, show us that both fate and fun were indeed flourishing in their world. Perhaps they were onto something we're still learning today. Dinosaurs were the unexpected gardeners of their era, striding across landscapes and unknowingly planting seeds wherever they went. This fascinating act, known as endozoology, wasn't exclusive to dinosaurs. It continues today through elephants, birds, and countless other critters. Picture a massive sauropod plodding through vast plains, its hefty footsteps creating not just impressions in the soil, but also the promise of lush future forests sprouting from its droppings. Talk about a green thumb on a grand scale. The connection between these colossal creatures and plants was a magnificent symbiosis. Dinosaurs munched on vegetation, nourishing themselves and inadvertently helping plants spread far and wide. This silent partnership between flora and fauna highlights how evolution thrives on teamwork. Sometimes the biggest players could be the quietest allies, supplying nature's bounty. Even the leftovers from the largest animals were a source of potential new life, proving that you never know where growth might come from. And just when you thought it couldn't get more interesting, fossil discoveries reveal that paleontologists often stumble upon dinosaur stomach contents. Yes, you heard right. Sometimes these ancient bones come with a side of history. Ever been curious about how dinosaurs dined? Well, hold on to your hats because these rare finds grant us a glimpse into their daily munching habits. Some fossils reveal partially digested ferns, while others tease us with fish bones or even remains of their fellow dinosaurs. It's like a prehistoric meal menu straight from a time capsule. Take, for instance, the remarkable case of a fossilized microaptor that contained the remains of a bird. Talk about a dino gourmet experience. Such findings unravel a dramatic narrative of predatory prowess, capturing the very essence of survival. Imagine a feathered dinosaur elegantly swooping down, snatching its meal, and then forever memorializing that moment in stone. It adds a hearty dash of excitement to our understanding of these ancient beasts' dinner parties. But wait, it gets even wilder. Ever heard of caprolite? Yes, fossilized dinosaur dung. While the name might not evoke a sense of grandeur, caprolite is one of the coolest fossil types around. Over time, this ancient droppings harden into rock-hard historical evidence, encapsulating fragments of the dinosaurs' last meals. You're not just sifting through excrement. You're diving into a detailed account of the critters' diet and the ecosystems they inhabited. What's more, nestled among these fossilized droppings are seeds, shells, and bits of plants, linking us to the vibrant meals that fueled the giants. Every piece of caprolite is like a little diary, chronicling not just what these colossal creatures ate, but offering insights into the world they lived in. It's nature's way of asking, what's on the menu in the age of dinosaurs, with insights preserved through the ages. So, the next time someone shares a tale about dinosaurs, remember there's so much more than bones to the story. Beyond their massive presence, these fascinating creatures were environmentalists at heart, nurturing ecosystems in their own unique ways. From seed dispersal to the preservation of their meals, dinosaurs had a hand in shaping the future long after they walked the earth. It's a scenery of forgotten partnerships, reminding us that even the simplest actions can create a lasting impact through time. By examining caprolites, essentially fossilized dinosaur-dropping scientists unveil the mysteries of ancient food chains. These remarkable fossilized poops shed light on the type of flora that once graced the earth and how dinosaur digestive systems operated, ranging from tiny nuggets to colossal relics weighing up to 40 pounds. Each caprolite is a treasure trove of information, no matter how humble in origin. Every piece of waste tells a story from a long-lost world. In fact, one of the most impressive caprolites discovered weighed more than a hefty cinder block, believed to belong to a massive predator, possibly a Tyrannosaurus rex. This bizarre dino doo-doo is an incredible find. Inside, paleontologists found bone fragments, which revealed that this fearsome creature consumed considerable quantities of prey. It's a humorous thought to visualize a giant dinosaur leaving such a monumental deposit, but it's paramount for scientists hunting for clues about these incredible beasts. Interestingly, the hefty size of these fossilized droppings enables researchers to gather vital insights into dinosaurs' diets, metabolism, and digestive efficiency. What initially provokes giggles eventually transforms into pure astonishment. From massive poop, they can ascertain some basic data on the daily lives of these ancient giants, proving that even the crappiest parts of history are building blocks for understanding their existence through time. Some dinosaurs had an even more peculiar method of aiding digestion, intentionally swallowing stones. Just like some modern avian friends, which gulp down grit, these plant-chomping dinosaurs ingested smooth stones known as gastroliths, with their teeth not equipped for grinding. These clever creatures turned to nature's little helpers to assist in breaking down tough plant materials. Talk about getting creative when it comes to mealtime. The role of these stones in their diets cannot be understated. Within their powerful stomachs, these polished gastroliths helped pulverize fibrous leaves and stems, making their meals more manageable. Fossil evidence has discovered clusters of these stones preserved bravely within the rib cages of long-necked sauropods and other herbivores. It's a fascinating glimpse into how some of the largest beings on Earth tackled their culinary challenges. Imagine a time when colossal creatures roamed freely, gorging on vast amounts of vegetation while casually digesting stones. This amusing image paints a vivid picture of the intricate relationships among dinosaurs and their environments. Modern paleontology is as much about connecting dots between fossils as it is about these oddly entertaining stories that reshape our understanding of these mighty creatures. As we journey through the world of coprolites, a delightful truth emerges. Nothing is too trivial to uncover the majesty of our planet's past. Scientists digging through ancient dung find valuable treasures, preserving the diet and waste habits of dinosaurs for generations to come. It's beautiful and a touch ridiculous, a testament to how something as ordinary as feces can unveil extraordinary secrets, connecting past ecological narratives with our present. Over time, the rocks transformed into smooth, rounded shapes through constant grinding, much like a culinary masterpiece. Picture a massive sauropod casually munching on coarse vegetation, while cleverly using swallowed stones to aid its digestion. This quirky adaptation proves evolutionary ingenuity often thrives on uncomplicated tools. Those riverside stones became an essential part of the digestive machinery in some of the planet's largest creatures. They weren't just any rocks, they were stellar gut buddies known as gastroliths. Gastrolith, derived from Greek roots meaning stomach stones, has been unearthed in not only dinosaurs but also a variety of prehistoric reptiles and fascinating marine creatures like plesiosaurs. These unique stones help paleontologists piece together behaviors that bones alone fail to disclose. The way these stones are polished and worn implies they were no mere accident. These beauties had a real job in digestion, and they were quite determined in their duties. In some fossils, gastroliths are so abundant they resemble miniature rock collections nestled right within the skeleton. It's as if ancient dinosaurs had their own little decorative arrangements. What's truly remarkable is that scientists can trace the origins of these stones. They can uncover where these giants roamed looking for the perfect pebbles to munch, shedding light on their migratory patterns just through these stones. Today, a sprinkle of modern avian charm persists. Some birds still clutch onto gastroliths, proving that these digestive rock stars connect the dots between eras. Sauropod necks was something to behold, often longer than a giraffe's entire body. Imagine the engineering prowess involved in creating such incredible structures. These necks, some stretching over 30 feet, allowed these immense creatures to feast on the foliage at soaring heights and rake in low-lying vegetation without even having to budge their colossal frames. How heaving and groovy that movement must have been the perfect dance at a height where only eagles dare to roam. These remarkable necks didn't just happen by chance. The sauropod's powerful architecture included lightweight, air-filled bones that reduced their overall weight and strong muscles and tendons that swung into action to support their lengthy necks. These neck-wielding wonders were awe-inspiring, creating a captivating image of nature's ability to design life-size skyscrapers on four legs. And let's not forget those bird vessels. These were like heroic blood delivery systems, pumping oxygenated, blood to brains perched at extraordinary heights. Stand beneath a lofty sauropod, craning your neck as if trying to catch the view from the tallest building in the city. What a sight! Imagine this gargantuan creature grasping branches to snack on succulent leaves, performing a unique ballet of grace and power. Sauropods were indeed nature's towering giants, reimagining what it meant to take up space both physically and contextually. The secret behind these stunning, elongated necks of sauropods, a remarkable collection of over 15 vertebrae. Each vertebra was a masterstroke in evolution, allowing such a magnificent creature the flexibility to reach treasures high and low. It's astonishing how nature combined form and function to produce such splendid giants. So, next time someone brings up dinosaurs, don't just think of them as ancient reptiles draped in mystery. Think of gastroliths, extraordinary necks, and the peculiar beauty of evolution's whimsical creativity. It's a humorous yet profound reminder that even the simplest stones, cleverly employed, can tell the grand stories of life that once roamed our planet. Did you ever ponder on how many neck vertebrae a dinosaur had? While the average human boasts a neat 7, some sauropods flaunted an impressive 15 or more, with elongated, lightweight structures made mostly of air sacs. These bones were as complex as they were fascinating. It's almost as if nature flexed its muscles, crafting an intricate design complete with ridges and hollows tailored for muscle attachment and maximum flexibility. Talk about neck goals. Now let's dive into the neck of the Diplodocus. Imagine a dinosaur with a neck long enough to stretch across a city street. Each vertebra turned into a part of a magnificent chain, swinging and swaying with a grace only reminiscent of a modern-day ballerina. Not only did these long necks allow for sweeping motions, but some sauropods even boasted vertebrae that locked together, stabilizing their impressive necks while providing the freedom to reach for those tasty treetops. Now, if you think they were just massive, think again. Titanosaurs, some of the planet's heavyweight champions, were not just muscles. They also sported an impressive level of armor. These giants carried their own bony plates, osteodome-like armor embedded just beneath their skins. It's like nature said, "Hey, you're big, but we should probably add some bling for protection, too." This unique feature likely deterred predators or simply dazzled anyone who caught a glimpse of them lumbering through the landscape. These bony plates varied drastically, from tiny nodules to gigantic shields spanning several inches. Envision a titanosaur's hide shimmering like a disco ball as it plodded through the forest. Talk about a sight to behold. These osteodomes not only connected titanosaurs to other armored reptiles like crocodiles and ankylosaurs, but also illustrated exactly how evolution loves to play the long game, returning repeatedly to that reliable tactic: bony skin as defense. While most sauropods sported impressive vertical necks like living skyscrapers, others preferred more horizontal hobbies. Some critters, like Diplodocus, seemed to carry their colossal necks out straight like a gigantic vacuum hose. This horizontal posture would have allowed them to sweep through vast patches of greenery, munching away without the need to lumber around, which is quite energy efficient for a creature of their size. Who needs legs when you've got a neck that does all the work? Imagine being able to stretch your neck around a forest, grabbing snacks left and right like an all-you-can-eat buffet. With their massive necks sweeping from side to side, these sauropods took the lazy eating approach to a whole new level. They were masters of grazing without breaking a sweat, proving that sometimes it pays to think outside the box, or in this case, outside the neck. In a world filled with predators keen on a lunch chase, the titanosaurs were like living fortresses. With their hefty size paired with their bony armor, they created a powerhouse combination of intimidation and protection. It's as if they were daring any predator to come at them like a big, living "try me" sign in the wild. Who could resist such a fascinating mix of size, function, and the pizzazz of nature's armored arsenal? It's no wonder their legacy still amazes us today. Picture a Diplodocus, that magnificent creature, standing tall in a sun-drenched meadow. Its 30-foot-long neck sways like a graceful dancer, expertly plucking ferns and lush leaves in sweeping arcs. This unique feeding strategy transformed its neck into a prehistoric sieve, effortlessly cutting through dense foliage. With its fellow long-necked pals, the Diplodocus showcased nature's knack for resource sharing. After all, even colossal behemoths had to navigate their dining room with finesse to avoid eating the same leafy morsels. Now, when you think of giants, Think Brachiosaurus, a dinosaur that could make an adult human feel like a toddler at a playground. This magnificent creature reached heights taller than a 5-story building, with front legs extend more than its stumpy back ones. The result, an impressive, crane-like posture that allowed it to feast on leaves no other dinosaur could even dream of reaching. Can you picture trekking through a prehistoric forest, only to look up and see a Brachiosaurus calmly munching above you? Talk about a neck-craning experience. Fossil evidence indicates that this towering titan paired its jaw-dropping height with some serious strength. Brachiosaurus had an enormous heart capable of pumping blood with such force it could reach its brain perched high in the clouds. Standing next to one would feel a tad overwhelming, as if you'd gotten too close to a walking skyscraper. They were not just tall. They were breathtaking to witness. One would be like gazing up at a living monument of flesh and bone, dominating the Mesozoic landscape. Now, let's talk nostrils. It's fascinating to note that Brachiosaurus and other sauropods sported nostrils positioned high up on their heads, an evolutionary quirk that sent scientists on a wild imagination spree. They initially envisioned these giants splashing about in rivers like colossal hippos, snorkels at the ready. Although that theory has since sunk like a stone, the holding of their nostrils remains a tantalizing mystery. Why the high nostrils, you ask? Well, it turns out they might have been quite handy for the Brachiosaurus as they munched on those lofty tree leaves. The elevated position potentially aided in easy breathing while reaching for high snacks. Or maybe they were nature's built-in amplifiers, turning the mighty skulls into resonating chambers for rich sounds. Imagine all that bass rumbling through the canopy at lunchtime. In the realm of social interactions, those soaring nostrils could have played a key role in communicating with fellow Brachiosauruses. Picture this. One majestic beast throws its head back and lets out a deep, echoing call that sends shivers through the trees. Its nostrils flare, swelling with air as it rumbles a majestic serenade to announce its presence, shake up the neighborhood, or simply invite friends for a leafy feast. As Brachiosaurus lifted its colossal head, the whole Jurassic forest would seem to sway in response. The combination of lofty brows and deep bellows would create an awe-inspiring atmosphere, one where the air vibrated with sound and perhaps a hint of jealousy from other dinosaurs down below. Just imagine the conversations between species as they marveled at the grace and enormity of their long-necked cousins. Preservation of these cute quirks and adaptations is particularly refreshing. With each neck gracefully reaching towards the sky, Diplodocus and Brachiosaurus remind us how the Mesozoic giants were not just about size, but individuality. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, designed these colossal creatures not just to coexist, but to thrive without stepping on one another's toes or tails, as the case may be. Those high nostrils on the Dilophosaurus speak volumes about the mysteries of its anatomy. A product of early Jurassic evolution, this predator boasted twin crests sprouting from its skull. These delicate formations were probably too fragile for the rough and tumble of battle. Instead, they likely played the role of nature's very own social media signal. Imagine them flaring with bright colors, a kind of prehistoric peacock display, shouting, "Look at me, I'm strong, healthy, and totally ready to mingle." Stretching about 20 feet long, the Dilophosaurus wasn't just a hunter, it was an impressive predator, a true titan of its time. Picture its formidable silhouette against the breathtaking hues of a dawn sky. That graceful and possibly glowing crest could have easily mesmerized both rivals and potential mates. It elegantly balanced ferocious jaws, ready to take down prey, with a flair that turned it into a living, breathing piece of art. Nature's version of a rock star, no less. In popular culture, this fascinating dinosaur is often thrown into the limelight with frills and a fearsome venom spit, thanks to the big screen fame spawned by Jurassic Park. This portrayal, however, is more fiction than fact. In reality, Dilophosaurus relied on its powerful jaws and agility to hunt, rather than any chemical weaponry, proving that its true features were just as captivating without the Hollywood theatrics. Despite its dramatic depictions, the reality of the Dilophosaurus is no less thrilling. With those captivating twin crests and its predator dominance, it stands tall as one of the most distinctive carnivores of the Jurassic era, eventually becoming a misunderstood legend due to the embellished storytelling of filmmakers. It's a wild reminder of how movies can morph dinosaurs into fantastical beasts while overshadowing the awesome reality of their existence. The iconic frills and venom-spitting antics may have terrified viewers, creating electric moments of tension, but they arose from pure imagination. Without any fossil evidence to back up those traits, we are simply left with a vivid picture drawn from mere fantasy. The truth is exciting enough, and the actual creature deserves its accolades, showcasing the rich tapestry of life forms that roamed our prehistoric world. The curious case of Dilophosaurus leads us into even murkier waters when we look at its reptilian relatives, like the puny velociraptors that Hollywood has shaped into sleek, scaly, raptor mesmerizers. Spoiler alert. Those were feathered raptors. The vision of ferocious, sharp-clawed creatures portrayed in the movies is like a wild fantasy that flutters away when faced with paleontological realities. The raptors, adorned with feathers like nature's finest accessories, could have easily taken the runway by storm. So, as we dig deeper, we find that the world of dinosaurs is a treasure trove, bursting with complexities and surprises. Every fossil tells a tale, and as we bring the truth to light, we slowly unravel the magnificence of these ancient beings. Ultimately, the allure lies in the dance between fact and fiction, reminding us that the real story is often just as exciting, if not more, than the embellishments created by our imaginations. The wonderful world of dinosaurs captures our hearts and minds with every twist, with the right blend of humor, lively exploration, and a dash of reverence for scientific inquiry. We see that it's hard not to be fascinated by how life forms evolved and coexisted. So, the next time you think of Dilophosaurus or Velociraptor, remember, their true stories are waiting to be celebrated beyond the silver screen. Velociraptors, those pint-sized feathered wonders of the dinosaur world, were anything but the lizard-like monsters we often picture, about the size of a turkey. They flaunted their feathered coats like little raptors in a fashion show. Fossils discovered in Mongolia revealed those stylish quill knobs on their arms where feathers were anchored, suggesting these feathery accents served purposes beyond mere aesthetics. They likely helped with balance, display, and, possibly, a tad of insulation. Picture one of these feathered velociraptors zipping through dense underbrush, feathers fluttering in the breeze, executing those smooth, bird-like maneuvers. Their modest size belied their cunning intellect and agile movements, traits that made them quite the feisty foe for any unsuspecting prey. Far from the fearsome reptilian beasts we assumed, these raptors were sleek avatars of evolution, connecting the ancient world of dinosaurs to our feathered friends today. Let's not forget our old buddy T-Rex, the star of countless dino flicks. We all hear that iconic roar in our heads, but it turns out this ferocious giant likely never let out a sound that would win any audition for the next blockbuster. Instead, this carnivore may have communicated with deep rumbles. Think of a giant, gravelly bass singer along the lines of the Jurassic World's Weird Al. Imagine standing amidst a Cretaceous landscape as the air pulsates with a low, chest-rattling hum, felt in your bones rather than heard. That's the call of T-Rex, leaving a haunting presence that would send shivers down anyone's spine. This isn't the loud, ear-splitting roar we expect from our favorite king of the dinosaurs. Instead, it's more of a mysterious, reverberating sound echoing through the forests, adding an eerie charm to its already fearsome reputation. And then there are dinosaur footprints. If you thought they were adorable, think again. Some of these tracks can stretch wider than 3 feet across. Yes, you read that right. These enormous impressions stamped into ancient mud marked the passage of colossal beasts weighing tens of tons. Just picture the scale. Each footprint is like a prehistoric teddy bear paw print, completely dwarfing a human's foot in comparison. Imagine archaeologists trekking through the mud, discovering a footprint large enough to host a picnic. Though these tracks are remnants of a bygone era, they offer insight into how massive these creatures were, walking in their footsteps. Even those small dinosaurs leave behind a legacy of enormous respect, literally. With glimpses of feathered velociraptors and T-Rex with its unearthly rumbles, we begin to understand that the past isn't just a frozen landscape of bones, but a vibrant tapestry filled with sights, sounds, and yes, even the occasional feather. Who would have imagined? The world of dinosaurs was not just a land of savage beasts, but also a stage for the colorful, the curious, and the utterly delightful. So, let's keep our imaginations wide open and embrace the understanding of these magnificent creatures. As modern humans, we're still uncovering the myriad wonders of their existence, each revelation transforming our perception of these ancient giants. The rich tapestry of dinosaur history is just waiting to unfurl, showing us that the truth is often stranger and much more fun than fiction. Stepping onto these ancient tracks feels like wandering into a dinosaur-themed amusement park minus the roller coasters. These colossal footprints, often massive impressions left by herbivorous sauropods, give us a glimpse into a bygone era. Their enormous feet spread weight like pancakes on a griddle, creating enduring records of their tread. Then, there are the tracks made by the fierce theropods. Their clawed prints tell tales of speed and prowess, remnants of the prehistoric athleticism. While dinosaur skeletons might flex their biceps, these tracks strip the mystery away and showcase the weighty realities of life in the Mesozoic era. Each imprint is a snapshot of a moment from eons ago, showing us how hefty these titans truly were. They didn't just stomp around aimlessly. Their footprints reveal their pacing, proving they were not only big but audaciously mobile. And the way their toes curled into the earth tells us they were as graceful as they were grand. When gazing upon these fossilized trails, you're not just looking at steps. You're witnessing a diary of dinosaur behavior. The sprawling trackways tell vibrant stories of running adventures, barely synchronized sprints with footprints spaced apart like two friends racing for the last slice of pizza. On the flip side, some tracks reveal tender, intimate moments of rest, capturing the gentle belly flops of lounging dinosaurs, leaving impressions of tails and even the occasional scaly hand. But wait, there's more. Some tracks exhibit sliding marks that hint at playful shenanigans rather than dire struggles for survival. Imagine a hefty dinosaur careening down a muddy slope, leaving behind a slippery score. A prehistoric version of a slip and slide, these dynamic fossils showcase a vivid narrative, giving us a glimpse of a day in the life of these ancient behemoths, effectively turning dusty earth into a bustling stage. Among the most heartwarming discoveries are the footprints of mothers and their hatchlings, a true family affair. Envision a majestic dinosaur strutting with its little ones trotting alongside, creating a blend of imposing prints and delicate miniatures. This heartwarming parade suggests that these gentle giants played the role of nurturing guardians, guiding their young while ensuring they stayed close, as if whispering, "Don't wander too far." More than just a sequined pattern of individual footprints, these trackways hint at coordinated movements. Picture a bunch of adult dinosaurs forming a protective circle around their younglings, like a prehistoric version of a protective group text. It's a scene straight out of a family comedy, with the grown-ups keeping an eye on their rambunctious kids, teaching us that the bonds of family transcended time and species. So, imagine a tranquil Cretaceous landscape swaying gently under the sun, where the ground transformed by millions of years preserves the tender journeys of these ancient creatures. With each footprint crafted in the mud, we unravel the Mesozoic magic, the tales of dino adventures, shenanigans, and good old creature comforts. Just think, every time you glance down at those prints, you're standing where mammoth giants once roamed. Each dinosaur footprint is like a time capsule, whispering tales of yesteryears when massive beasts roamed the earth. Millions of years have gone by, yet these impressions in mud, which eventually turn to stone, encapsulate not just a moment, but an era of intense care and connection, especially between parent and child. They serve as a poignant reminder that love and nurture transcend even the most formidable timelines. Let's talk numbers. Over 1,000 known dinosaur species strutted their stuff across the globe. Some were as tiny as your pet bird, while others were colossal, rivaling modern skyscrapers. Each dino found its niche in a rich tapestry of life, adapting seamlessly to its environment, whether it was a swamp, desert, or lush forest. With fierce diversity, dinosaurs between them sported feathers, armored scales, or impressive horns, showcasing nature's wild imagination during a time when size and shape were king. Picture this. For 160 million years, dinosaurs ruled every inch of our planet, evolving into countless variations. It's a dinosaur buffet out there, with so many still hidden just beneath our feet. Researchers believe that the fossil record is just the tip of the iceberg. The vast array of colors, forms, and adaptations waiting for us is simply mind-boggling. Each undiscovered species is like a surprise party, waiting to be unveiled to the world with an awe-inspiring tardia. And the best part, we're still on this grand adventure of discovery. New species are popping up almost monthly. Paleontologists have their hands full, with a dozen fresh discoveries gracing the scientific community every year. Excavations are ongoing, with every dig site a potential Jurassic jackpot. From China's feathered raptors to South America's titanic wonders, scientists are breaking boundaries and rewriting the Jurassic rulebook. One fossil at a time. Get this, some of the most impressive finds didn't come from carefully planned digs. Picture a hapless quarry worker simply mining away, only to unearth a fossil that changes our understanding of dinosaurs. It's like stumbling onto a hidden treasure, where the excitement is amplified by the sheer thrill of unveiling history. Imagine brushing dust off a dino bone that no one has seen for eons. Now that's a feel-good story. These delightful surprises remind us that the story of the dinosaurs isn't a finished novel. Instead, it's a thrilling saga still being written, filled with gripping plots and jaw-dropping characters. As every new species is catalogued, our perception of these creatures evolves, conjuring images of elaborate feather displays or bizarre dietary habits we never thought possible. Each fossil unveiled breathes life back into these ancient titans. With ever-evolving technology and relentless excavation across diverse terrains, the age of dinosaur discovery is vibrant and far from over. Paleontologists are akin to treasure hunters, chasing leads in deserts, cliffs, and quarries worldwide. Every dig can turn into a riveting tale. Brimming with suspense, will today finally be the day we unveil the next dino sensation? The pulse of dinosaur exploration beats with excitement, beckoning us to witness the natural world's past unfurl like a vintage movie reel. In essence, the dinosaur saga is a living, breathing tale stitched together through time. Each step, each discovery, and each fantastic revelation is a new stitch in this ancient tapestry, reminding us of the diversity and wonder that once ruled our planet. It's a vivid reminder that history isn't just a series of old facts, but a dynamic and colorful roller coaster that keeps us on the edge of our seats, waiting for the next amazing twist. As farmers plow their fields, construction workers dig deep foundations, and hikers wander through uncharted trails, they scatter the secrets of the earth. Occasionally, one might stumble across a bone, not just any bone, mind you, but one that's millions of years old. A tale from China reveals a fellow who thought he had found dragon bones in a riverbed. Can you imagine the excitement? Turns out, ancient dinosaur remains were just chilling there, waiting to meet a curious soul. Meanwhile, in Canada, miners made a jaw-dropping discovery when they unearthed a fully preserved nodosaur, complete with its armor and skin intact. Imagine this creature, hidden from view for over 100 million years, just waiting for the right excavation team to come along. It's moments like these that serve as reminders that our planet is like a giant prehistoric treasure chest, its true riches buried just below our feet, holding tales of life lost to time. The wonder of discovery often springs not from laboratories and academic papers, but from that delightful moment when someone glances down and notices something out of the ordinary. After all, the first dinosaur fossils didn't just appear in textbooks. They were simply gigantic bones that ancient civilizations mistook for relics of long-lost giants. Give it a moment. You might just picture a caveman raising a femur like it was the ultimate trophy. Back in 17th century England, big bones created even bigger imaginations. Those enormous femur bones, for example, led to wild theories about humans of legendary size. The shadows of biblical giants danced in the minds of locals, and tales of mythical heroes mixed with scientific curiosity, without the guidance of paleontology. Inventive minds tried to interpret these colossal findings using stories they had grown up with. Who wouldn't? It didn't stop there. Those massive teeth, initially believed to be from enormous elephants, later sparked debates about ancient warriors. That's what happens when culture collides with mystery. Thankfully, by the 19th century, brave scientists like Richard Owen came along to crack the codes. They unveiled the truth about these monumental bones, revealing an awe-inspiring world once ruled by these reptiles, transforming our understanding of history forever. Yet, these earlier misunderstandings are oddly charming, aren't they? They whisper tales of humanity's eternal fascination with what lies beneath the earth, as we have always strived to connect the past with the present. Before they earned the term dinosaur, these ancient beasts existed as nothing less than giants in the minds of storytellers and dreamers alike. They fueled imaginations and gave our ancestors narratives to grasp the enormity of the world around them. Interestingly enough, dinosaur bones even found themselves wrapped up in dragon lore. Cultures globally spun tales of dragons, with stories woven through continuities of history, science, and myth, from the legend-filled landscapes of Europe to the vast expanses of China. Many historians suspect that tales of dragons were partially inspired by the discovery of these grand fossils. Imagine the excitement of connecting fictional dragons with prehistoric titans. Talk about a legendary dinner. Conversation. In essence, the whimsical journey from mistaken identities to awe-inspiring revelations underscores humanity's relationship with the past. Each discovery, whether bone or legend, is a reminder of our collective quest for knowledge. There's a bit of a dinosaur in all of us, just waiting for the moment to look down at the ground and marvel at the extraordinary tales our planet has tucked away. In ancient China, the mystical allure of dragons intermingled with real fossils, as large bones were ground into powder for medicine and charmingly dubbed dragon bones. The connection was more than skin deep. These enormous relics inspired a fascination that spanned generations. Much like a dragon swooping into a legendary battle, fossils were steeped in mystery, setting the stage for incredible tales where science collided with the most fantastical myths. Meanwhile, across the ocean in Europe, the ancient remains of colossal creatures were uncovered, each new discovery sparking visions of valiant knights battling terrifying monsters. Imagine the thrill of stumbling upon a gigantic skull, the long, sharpened teeth glistening ominously in the sunlight. Paleontology was still a flickering flame, and without the context of science. These bones were understandably mistaken for the legendary beasts of imagination. Talk about an epic mix-up. As these grand tales were woven through centuries, the dinosaurs seemed to fade into folklore, their stories living on in our collective imagination and morphing into today's dragons. That's right, these ancient creatures may have vanished from our world, but their essence danced on in tales told by grandmothers and campfire stories. Who could argue against the theory that dinosaurs were merely the dragons we've been searching for, a purely mythical lineage? Yet so real. In the late 19th century, paleontologists didn't just uncover fossils. They engaged in one of the most sensational rivalries known to science. The Bone Wars. Charles Marsh and Edward Cope were the heavyweight champions of their time, each greedily digging up dinosaur bones in a manic competition across the American West. Can you picture them, racing against time, sleeves rolled up, fueled by ambition thicker than molasses? Fossils flew. And so did their egos. With their fury came chaos, and sometimes it spiraled into downright sabotage. Digs were stymied, fossils destroyed, simply to prevent the rival from snatching glory. The paleontology battlefield erupted with blunders and misidentified skeletons. But surprisingly, out of this fray, over 100 new dinosaur species emerged, including the magnificent Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and Allosaurus. Talk about a scientific soap opera, where dinosaurs became the unwitting pawns in an unending game of one-upmanship. Despite the turmoil, the Bone Wars sparked a remarkable eruption of dinosaur discovery, opening up the fossil record of North America like a treasure chest. Museums began to fill with awe-inspiring displays of creatures that freshly emerged from history's shadow. Can you just imagine being a kid in the early 1900s, stepping into a museum for the first time? You'd stand there, mouth agape, gazing at giant bones that seemed to shoot straight out of a fantastical tale. Thanks to Marsh and Cope's rivalry, visitors' imaginations were ignited. Each towering fossil told a story, creating wonder around every corner. It was like walking through a surreal, prehistoric wildlife park, only without the security hazards of actual dinosaurs. These skeletal giants, once mere shadows of the past, now came alive in the form of exhibits, rekindling interest and curiosity about the mesmerizing world of ancient creatures. The Bone Wars taught us that competition can lead to extraordinary advancements while also reminding us not to let pride trample over purpose. Who knew that such fervor could lead to legendary discoveries that still capture our hearts today? Our beloved dinosaurs, instead of fading into obscurity, etched themselves into our culture, morphing from mere history into the fairy tales we still cherish, and maybe, just maybe, those dragons aren't too far-fetched after all. The Bone Wars might go down as the comical family feud of paleontology, but let's be real, it transformed dinosaur hunting into a global craze. Picture it. Two rival titans, Edward Cope and Othniel Marsh, throwing science out the window to one-up each other in a dusty old quest for fame. Sure, it got messy, and yes, they often sprinted head first into hasty conclusions, but it laid the groundwork for modern paleontology. Amidst the excitement, they unveiled some whoppers, with bones that turned out to be more fiction than fact. Like kids playing with mismatched Lego sets, Cope and Marsh would slap names on half-finished fossils, ignoring the glaring reality that some were duplicates or just plain wrong. One of their infamous blunders involved a sauropod displayed with its head nifty-like, but at the completely wrong end of its long neck. Who knew dinosaurs could moonwalk? These gaffes didn't dampen their enthusiasm. Instead, they turned paleontology into a wild roller coaster of trial and error. They showed us that even the in error makes the science world go round. Fast forward, and paleontologists had the Herculean task of sorting through these muddles, leading to reclassifying species and reassembling skeletons that resembled a Jenga game gone wrong. Science, it turns out, isn't a neat line, more like a curly ribbon of twists and turns. Just when the world was getting comfortable with the bone trade, in sashayed the unthinkable, the soft tissues inside dinosaur bones. Mind blown. For eons, experts believed that only rock-solid structures could stand the test of time. But from the early 2000s came a jaw-dropping, spine-tingling revelation. Soft tissues were still hanging out, preserved like leftovers in the back of the fridge. Researchers stumbled onto remnants of blood vessels and proteins embedded deep within the fossils of titans like the ferocious Tyrannosaurus Rex. Cue the dramatic theme music. It's like unearthing a time capsule filled with juicy, billion-year-old gossip. This revelation kicked the door wide open on how we understand fossilization and made us question everything we thought we knew about ancient life. Imagine the thrill of imagining you're gripping a 60-million-year-old bone when, bam, you realize there's a living secret inside, whispering stories of the past. This discovery was groundbreaking and, let's be honest, downright sexy for the field, allowing researchers to peek at dinosaurs at a molecular level, which was never deemed possible. Fast forward again to today, and paleontology has morphed into something far beyond dusty bones and wild conjectures. The blend of competitive rivalries and jaw-dropping discoveries continues to ignite a fascination that roars like a T-Rex. In an era where science meets Marvel-level drama, we find ourselves still entranced by what these ancient giants left behind. So there it is, an epic saga of bone dust and scientific blunders, rolling out from the fringes of a rivalry straight into thrilling discoveries that reshape our worldview. If you think dinosaur tales are reserved for kids' bedtime stories, think again. Those stories are more alive than ever, thanks to explorers who dared to tread into the unknown, armed with chisels, brushes, and a sense of humor. Picture fossils not merely as lifeless stones, but as thrilling time capsules that carry whispers of ancient flesh. Scientists have bravely dug deep, unearthing dinosaur proteins that are millions of years old. Among the most astounding finds is collagen, a key player in our body's connective tissue. These remarkable molecules are like threads connecting us back to the bygone era, stretching our understanding of survival over eons. It's a bit like discovering forgotten secrets of life locked inside an ancient vault. Now, if you thought this was just a history lesson, think again. These proteins are giving us juicy tidbits about dinosaur physiology and their family ties with modern creatures. The playful comparison of proteins suggests a close kinship between our feathered friends birds and dinosaurs. It's like unrolling the family tree and realizing you share a great-great-great-grandma with a T-Rex. Butterflies flapping their wings look shallow compared to the astonishing evolutionary connections lurking in our backyards. Even though we aren't ready to bring Jurassic Park to life just yet, these discoveries act like molecular fingerprints of life that traversed across 60 million years. The essence of these ancient beings is trapped in stone, leaving tantalizing hints behind. Think of it as a spookily preserved voice that echoes from ages past that continues to stir our curiosity. These fossils are proving to be treasure chests of history. And who wouldn't want to open such a captivating box? But wait, there's more excitement. Imagine amber, not just a lovely trinket, but a time-traveling capsule from the Cretaceous period. In those warm, leafy forests, tree resin dripped onto dinosaurs, encapsulating bits of feathers into the golden stone. Fast forward millions of years and behold, these ambers unveil feathers in immaculate detail, shining with intricate microscopic patterns. It's as if every feather is winking at us from the past, showing off its original colors and shapes. The feathers, belonging to small theropods and early birds, offer direct evidence of their clothing choices. Can you imagine holding a piece of amber and gazing into its depths to find a feather flickering in the gentle breeze of a long-lost era? It's like catching a peek into a time portal, a thrilling glimpse of life frozen in mid-flap, waiting to tell its tale. And the wonders don't stop there. Researchers have stumbled upon what might be traces of dinosaur blood cells in some surprising fossils. Picture this. Tiny disc-shaped imprints resembling red blood cells dancing under powerful microscopes. Sure, these claims stir up debate, but if confirmed, they could offer the closest look we've ever had at these prehistoric giants. Imagine finding the lifeblood of dinosaurs. But with a twist, talk about a jaw-drop moment. However, let's not break open the champagne just yet. While these fossils have captured remarkable pieces of history, the elusive DNA remains out of reach. It simply does not survive the ravages of time. What scientists have instead is a thrilling patchwork of clues. With each discovery, we're stitching together the fabric of a world that once was, igniting a sense of wonder and excitement in our hearts. So the next time you think of fossils, remember they're not just stones. They're ancient storytellers, silently chronicling the epic saga of our planet. Each find opens a window or perhaps even a door into a vibrant, mesmerizing past, letting us bask in the glorious chaos that was the age of dinosaurs. With every intriguing tidbit, we're reminded that history is far from stagnant. It's an adventure waiting to be uncovered. The idea that tiny traces of dinosaur blood have been preserved over the eons is simply mind-blowing. It's like going on a tiny archaeological adventure right under our noses. Imagine those cells zooming through the veins of majestic dinosaurs, those colossal creatures that ruled the earth, stomping around as if it were their private jungle gym. Fossils aren't just dusty remains, they're vibrant memories. Time capsules that connect us to a reality where dinosaurs were the ultimate land barons. Now, let's rewind to a little over 66 million years ago when Earth got a surprise guest appearance from a massive asteroid. Picture this: a rock hurtling through space, casually on a collision course with our planet, like a cosmic party crasher. This dramatic event kicked off a cataclysm that might just rival the best action flick. The dinosaurs, reigning supreme for over 160 million years, suddenly found themselves thrown off the throne in one spectacular fashion. The asteroid didn't just tap gently on the planet's shoulder, it slammed into what's now the Yucatan Peninsula, striking a blow that echoed across the globe. Imagine a fiery explosion followed by shockwaves powerful enough to shake even the sturdiest of skeletons. Forget gradual extinction. This was a spectacular cosmic finale that ended the age of dinosaurs with the precision of a dramatic closing act. One giant boom, and the curtain fell. When the asteroid made contact near present-day Mexico, it left behind the infamous Chicxulub crater, measuring over 100 kilometers wide. This gigantic crater is the Earth's way of saying, "Oops, my bad." Stuck under layers of sediment and invisible on the surface, the crater still makes its presence known through seismic scans. What an odd legacy, an enormous scar reminding us of that catastrophic day when Earth went from prehistoric paradise to, well, a smoldering mess. The moment the asteroid impacted was the stuff of nightmares. Rock vaporizing, oceans boiling, and the crust of the Earth shaking like it was caught in a tremor. That one moment unleashed energy that's mind-boggling, equivalent to billions of atomic bombs exploding simultaneously. Talk about a scientific PowerPoint that nobody saw coming. The energy released was like nature's version of hitting the big red doomsday button. Once the dust settled, the dinosaurs were left in a world that was forever changed. Their great reign was silenced, making way for the rise of mammals, who, let's face it, were just happy to be off the bench and finally in the game. The cataclysmic twist sparked an evolutionary roller coaster that propelled creatures, including humans, into a much brighter spotlight. The cosmic mishap truly shifted the balance of life on this planet. One single moment in time, a twist of fate beyond comprehension, turned the world into a different arena. It's a story that's richer than any epic saga, with a plot twist no scriptwriter could ever dream up. So, every time we gaze at fossils or hear a story about dinosaurs, remember, they aren't just relics, they are echoes of an epic tale that reshaped our world. All thanks to a celestial party crasher. The shock waves rippled like an overzealous wave pool at a theme park, shaking the Earth to its core. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis erupted simultaneously, creating a tumultuous scene reminiscent of the most chaotic final minutes in a disaster movie. Imagine catching a whiff of singed air, despite being thousands of miles away, as molten rock cascaded from the sky like nature's own version of confetti. It wasn't just a local hiccup, it was a complete planetary makeover. Then came the tsunamis, which were not just a belly flop but rather a colossal plunge into the depths of craziness. Upon impact, the asteroid plowed through the ocean, whipping up waves taller than skyscrapers and sending them racing outwards at incredible speeds. Picture this: wall-like waves barreling toward coastlines, uprooting ancient forests and plucking unaware creatures from their homes, all while the world held its breath. The remnants of this watery apocalypse still linger in sediment. Layers, whispering tales of their violent past. Near the epicenter, animals must have stared in utter disbelief as the seas heaved up like an overcooked souffle and then crashed back down, a terrifying tidal tantrum. For some, survival chances were slim to none, a dismal reality that came bundled with the other catastrophes birthed from that cosmic collision. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the Earth served up a buffet of destruction, showing its true colors when the heavens decided to misbehave. But the world wasn't done quite yet. The asteroid blast flung molten rock skyward, with debris flying high enough to make even the most adventurous of astronauts a little uneasy. As these red-hot pieces rained down, they ignited vast stretches of land, transforming lush forests into cremation sites. It's as if Mother Nature had decided to crank up her barbecue grill and forgot to check the temperature. This fiery apocalypse left entire ecosystems gasping for air, even those situated far from ground zero. The fiery rain wasn't just a minor detail, it was a furiously flaming fiasco that slaughtered life in waves. It's speculated that the entire surface of the planet glowed a blistering red under that catastrophic cascade of heat. The dinosaurs, blissfully unaware of their impending doom, were caught not just by the impact, but also by a relentless barrage of fire and ash. It seemed like a divine comedy, only it was anything but funny. Life on Earth was facing a serious existential crisis. To top it all off, thick ash clouds rolled over the planet, an uninvited party crasher sapping the energy from the sun. Darkness fell over a once vibrant world, boxing in any remaining glimmers of hope like a stubborn child refusing to share their toys. The sun was wedged beneath a heavy blanket of soot, creating a surreal twilight that persisted for years. It was like living in a perpetual rock concert with the lights out. And no one was cheering for this show. The aftermath of this global blackout proved even more relentless than the fiery fracas. Photosynthesis took a nosedive, and food chains crashed harder than your cousin at a family reunion. With no sunlight, plants withered, grazing animals followed suit, and the once mighty dinosaurs were left scrambling for the dwindling resources. The unprecedented stranglehold of darkness spiraled into a catastrophic feedback loop, radically reshaping life on Earth. It was survival of the fittest, but this time, even the fittest were faltering. Ultimately, this chaotic chapter brought about an unforeseen ending for the dinosaurs. What started as a cosmic collision morphed into a total planetary upheaval, a fierce and funny twist of fate that no one signed up for. While some may argue it was just a bad day at the office for the dinosaurs, it turns out the cosmos had other plans in store. The Earth they once roamed was now undergoing an outrageous transformation, paving the way for new beginnings that thrived in the wake of destruction. This spectacular event didn't just close a chapter, it hurled the book into an entirely new library. For years, the world existed in a dim, cold twilight. Once vibrant ecosystems struggled to adapt as photosynthesis dwindled, leaving plants to wither like unwatered houseplants. Temperatures plummeted, and what had been a lush, bustling planet transformed into a chilling impact winter. Dinosaurs that relished the warmth now found themselves grappling with an abrupt and unforgiving cold, hunger gnawing at their massive stomachs. Talk about an unwelcome change. With sunlight gone, plants crumbled away, turning thriving forests into haunting skeletons. Fields became barren wastelands. As if someone took a giant vacuum cleaner to the greenery, herbivorous dinosaurs, once chomp happy in their leafy buffet, faced starvation, leaving the carnivores with fewer happier appetizers. Predators soon danced their last jig, too, as the delicate web of life unraveled faster than a child's misbehaving kite. Fossil records tell a tragic tale of biodiversity hitting rock bottom. One moment, you're surrounded by the lively sounds of a Cretaceous party, with birds flapping, insects buzzing, and dinosaurs stomping around like they own the place. The next, silence. Imagine checking in on your favorite nature documentary only to find it replaced with a ghostly echo. The asteroid didn't just whack life with a mighty bang. It turned the biological buffet into an empty fridge, leaving everyone to face the grim reality of famine. Amid this mass extinction, a staggering 75% of life on Earth waved goodbye. Sure, those famous dinosaurs became the poster kids for the disaster, but they weren't alone in extinction. Marine reptiles were swept away, flying pterosaurs were grounded for good, and countless plants and invertebrates joined the extinction parade. Whole ecosystems vanished as if someone had hit the reset button on the planet, leaving only a mere fraction of life to cling on. Those that survived took refuge in burrows, beneath ocean waves, or eked out a living in tiny ecological nooks. It was a grisly reshuffle that unexpectedly cleared the cards for mammals, who were lurking in the background, ready for their moment in the limelight. Imagine if that asteroid had been more of a gentle nudge, a subtle ripening of possibilities rather than a cataclysmic upheaval. Among the survivors, the story of birds stands out. It's wild to think not all dinosaurs met their end. A feathered branch of theropods dodged the extinction bullet. Their compact size, pick and choose diets, and charming ability to soar through the skies helped them outlast the catastrophe. While the larger, less adaptable lads were ground to dust, these clever little creatures spread their wings and took on the world. So when we think of the great dinosaur extinction, it isn't just a sad tale of what vanished, it's also a vibrant testament to evolution's resilience. The asteroid didn't merely usher in the end of an era. It flipped the script and reshaped the planet like the ultimate cosmic architect. Thanks to that strike from the heavens, future generations would find fluffy birds chirping around, carrying on the dino legacy in their own feathered way. Every sparrow, pigeon, hawk, and penguin flitting about today can trace their lineage back to the age of dinosaurs. Believe it or not, those colossal beasts didn't just ghost off into oblivion. Nope. Instead, they did an impressive transformation, morphing into the feathered friends that now serenade us every morning. So, when you wake up to that cheerful bird song, you're essentially listening to a distant relative of a T-Rex. These lively creatures, from little sparrows hopping down the sidewalk to majestic eagles soaring high above the peaks, are living, breathing evidence that dinosaurs are still with us. They've cleverly adjusted to their surroundings, shrinking their massive frames and sprouting feathers. Penguins, swans, and even the tiniest hummingbirds are witnesses to how life has not only survived catastrophe but thrived. Dinosaurs didn't go extinct, they evolved. It's easy to forget this connection, but every chirp and flap brings echoes from a world ruled by giants. Just picture a penguin, waddling its quirky little way across the ice. It may look goofy, but it's got an ancient lineage coursing through its body, connecting it to a time when gargantuan creatures roamed the earth. So, the next time you see a bird take to the skies, realize that you're witnessing a tale that started over 200 million years ago. How cool is that? Our escapade through the era of dinosaurs has been nothing short of exhilarating. We have ventured from tranquil riverbeds, where fossils whisper their secrets, straight to the cataclysmic moment when an asteroid decided to throw the party into chaos. We've walked alongside neck-stretching giants, admired feathers trapped in amber like nature's tiny works of art, and marveled at the sprawling landscapes which hosted these magnificent beings. Can you believe we're looking at footprints that still carry tales from millions of years ago? Those stompers left behind more than just tracks. They inscribed a legacy on the planet, showcasing how life can be both grand and fragile. Dinosaurs existed for a whopping 160 million years, a mind-boggling span compared to our fleeting human timeline. Yet, through all that, their impact survives and thrums in the air around us. And it doesn't stop there. The resilience of dinosaurs invites us to examine our own lives, reminding us of the extraordinary dance between beauty and peril. They remind us that life loves to throw curveballs, pushing us to adapt and flourish even when the odds seem stacked against us. That spirit of survival is actively present today, in every darting sparrow and cautious penguin. As we bid adieu to our prehistoric friends, let's not forget that their saga is far from ended. Every time we see those familiar flapping wings, we catch a glimpse of that ancient essence, whispering its stories into our modern existence. So, next time you hear a bird sing, listen closely. It's the heart of a dino beating its way through time. Dinosaurs may have left the stage, but their legacy continues to dance right under our noses, wings and all. As you lay here, Take a moment to slow that breathing of yours and envision a world that feels both ancient and vividly alive. Picture yourself stepping into a lush Jurassic forest, where the air is thick with humidity and the greenery surrounds you like nature's embrace. You can almost hear the distant rumble of footsteps echoing through the trees, a steady rhythm that feels like the very heartbeat of the earth itself. Imagining the scene, your eyes catch the glimmers of vibrant colors on feathered raptors as they move with a grace that's hard to fathom. Towering above, the sauropods resemble mountains on legs, their massive forms shuffling through this prehistoric wonderland. Dragonflies dart past like shimmering jewels in the air, their wings whispering tales of a world long past, yet so close you could almost touch it. It's mesmerizing to think of how these magnificent creatures lived, thrived, and ultimately transformed the planet. They were the rulers of their domain, crafting a story that resonates through the ages, and just like that, they vanished, leaving behind reminders of their existence. In their absence, life as we know it began to flourish, and their legacy continues. This brings to light an important truth. Endings aren't the definite full stops we think they are. Instead, they are transformations, fleeting moments that lead us toward new beginnings. Just as the dinosaurs' world gradually morphed into ours, every evening eases into night, and those waking thoughts drift into the soft embrace of dreams. If you still find yourself awake, feel free to dive into another video whenever you're ready. Your mind deserves some entertainment. After all, however, should you feel your eyelids growing heavy, allow the stories of dinosaurs to gently guide you into a restful place. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Picture the vast and timeless silence where giants roamed, a serene landscape where even the biggest of creatures once surrendered to sleep. Imagine the grand tranquility that envelops you, carrying you further into that stillness, embraced by the echo of distant roars and rustling leaves. So, let go of the day's commotion as you slip deeper into that peaceful expanse, surrendering to the possibilities of dreams that await in the quiet darkness. There's no rush to leave this moment behind. Instead, let the stories of these prehistoric wonders weave into the fabric of your nighttime adventures. Now, as your consciousness starts to fade, know that you're not just closing your eyes. You're stepping into a world where dinosaurs once ventured, where stories intertwine, and where countless dreams await. Embrace the gentle pull of sleep, for it is there that even the giants took their rest. Good night, dear dreamer.